Saturday edition of Weller Does Delmarva. In fact, we do it every Saturday. So this is another show. It's a brand new week, and we are so glad that you are joining us. So if you are watching on the Facebook, I need a favor. I did a little experiment the other day. I did a post. I said I want 500 people to tell me what the temperature is and where you're at. I think I'm over 300 people that have replied, so that was pretty cool. So anyway, if you are watching on Facebook, I would love to know where you're at, not like your living room or in the hot tub or anything like that. I just want to know where you're at and what's the temperature, if you would please, okay? So you're watching a show. It's called Weller Does Delmarva. For my TV audience, I wish there was a way you could comment on TV. Well, for my TV audience, you can email me, jim@wellers.com. We'd love to hear where you're watching from and what is the temperature, all right? Linda, are you ready for the picture? We're going to miss Linda in a week.
You have become very interested in the temperature over the past couple of weeks.
I have.
That's all you want to know.
It's getting cold.
Okay.
In other words, I'm scared to lose any weight in the winter because when you lose weight, you get even colder.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like a bear. I'm eating a lot to hibernate. So anyway.
You need a bearskin hat is what you need.
Oh, that's right. And then bearskin jackets or whatever.
Yeah.
That are
at least a Chicago Bears jacket.
Right. Colin, what's going on?
I don't know. What's going on with you?
Not much. We're having an exciting time with the radio station. So,
yes, we are. What do you got going on over there? Something that's got you?
No, I just want everything straight.
Distracted.
I think these cards, I've got them backwards, and they're backwards on both sides.
Oh,
so
it's like a card trick.
Right. Yep. Okay. So anyway, so the radio station has been exciting. We came up with a new package. Got a few people showing some interest or thinking about it. I said, this is like a no-thinking
I would pull
thing.
the trigger on that if I were you.
$288 for 50 ads.
Yeah.
Prime time, 6A, 8P. I got it memorized. Just buy it. Just go ahead and buy it. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at there. So I got some people thinking, and everybody is spending their money differently.
And things are changing a little bit, I feel like. And things with the economy are changing. I think they're catching up to us, possibly.
And I said, well, this is different. This is a brand new radio station.
And that's why you're getting such a good deal on the advertising.
But you also might be getting a whole new audience. In other words, you might be getting some people tuning in that weren't tuning in or were tuning into something different. Or
I would agree.
So I said, so really, it's almost a... It should be higher.
Yeah, so what we're talking about is Fine Day 102.3. It's our new radio station, and covers South Jersey, and it covers coastal Delaware, so it's quite an audience we have there.
And we have callers that during the shows on Tuesday and Thursday that are calling kind of from everywhere. It's kind of amazing. Like places we think they shouldn't be getting it, they are getting it.
For sure,
so,
right,
so it's kind of neat. In other words, and the app, you can get it everywhere and anywhere. With the app, so we'd appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you have to have internet.
Yep.
Probably electricity.
And if you don't want the app, you can actually go, and it works very well on your phone. Just go to finddayradio.com,
and that's it.
And that's it. So it works really well too. So some people don't like apps for some reason. I kind of like the app.
Okay.
Yeah,
I kind of like the apps too.
Yeah, but it works very well just in your browser. finddayradio.com.
Okay, finddayradio.com.
Yeah.
F-I-N-E.
Yes, not find a radio.
Not find a radio.
I might get that and then forward it to that.
Great idea, because every time I verbally do a Facebook post and say find a radio, it always writes find a radio.
Yeah.
Yep. Every time. Okay. So, because it's thinking that's more likely I'm saying find a radio than I'm saying find a radio.
Yeah.
But sooner or later, we're going to get all in sync. All right, so people can buy advertising. People can be on the show. We're doing this thing on Tuesday and Thursday, which is great. I want to get booked up now.
10 to noon.
10 to noon.
Yep.
My goal is to get booked up till June. I'm all big on being booked up.
Don't get so booked up that something...
I know
because sometimes there's things that happen that you need to talk about.
I know it.
So,
well, I got this thing I'm doing.
Okay.
10 to 10:30, I'm not booking anybody.
Okay.
Just like here, I'm not from 11:30 to 11:30.
11:30.
No, not 8:30 to 9. I'm not booking anybody. And every week I look at this and I'm like, there's another one on there. So anyway, it's because it's the fill-in time.
Right.
In other words, it's
you're
the
reserving
fill-in time.
that for things that might come up. Yeah. No, that's great. So I think we're making headway on that. I see the show kind of coming together more now than it was originally. So yeah, it's looking good and sounding good.
I agree.
I think we're getting results.
We're prepping.
Yep. All right. I'll see you in about 30 minutes.
Okay. I'll be right here. We're prepping for the radio, so we're going live on the radio. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So anyway, we're here. We're in the Milford Diner. I can't believe that we're here. We're going to do a sponsor segment real quick. So this is Jim Weller, and welcome to my radio audience. Welcome to my TV audience. Welcome to Facebook and YouTube. My name is Jim Weller. You are listening and watching a show like no other, okay? So if you want to buy some advertising and you want to buy some unique advertising, I can help you sneak up on people. So anyway, it's very unique. This is a live show. We are starting our 11th year of doing it. It's called Weller Does Delmarva, and it's got a very broad audience, okay? We're in many states, too. So anyway, if you're watching on Facebook, I'd like you to comment and tell me what is the temperature and where are you? If you are listening on the radio or watching on TV, just call me on the phone right now and tell me what is the temperature and where are you? What's the phone number, you ask? 302-422-7336. I've become very temperature conscious over the past few weeks. So anyway, I just wonder what is the temperature where. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a commercial for Dry Zone. So it's not even called a commercial. It's a sponsor segment, okay? Let's get these words politically correct, all right? This is a sponsor segment, everybody. And so this is Dry Zone. And people say, Jim, how can you be so excited about Dry Zone? Here's what I'm excited about. These people know what they're doing. They're on their game. So one of the big things they do is crawl space encapsulation, all right? Everybody and their brother's getting into it. So who do you pick? You pick the one that uses the right products, that's not buying a product that's used for something else, but they use it over here. They use the right products. They know what they're doing. They'll come out and they'll do a free evaluation. Check your crawl space out. A lot of people don't like to go down there. It's scary. But anyway, I visit mine all the time. Every time somebody goes under my house and says, man, that's a nice crawl space, I said, it really is. All I need to do is get some new LED lights down there, in other words, and it'd be just great, and some music. But anyway, if you want a nice crawl space, I'm just telling you, Dry Zone knows what they're doing. If you got some structural problems, I tell the story. I had a daughter, lived in Blades. She had this old house, and the doors weren't shutting right. And you look up at the top of the walls where the molding met the ceiling and stuff, and it was cracking and moving and stuff. Dry Zone came in, and they had these little jacks called smart jacks, and they jacked it here and there. They got that house all leveled up, and then they took those old saggy beams out, and they put these nice aluminum beams in, and then they got it all leveled up, and all the doors worked, and just everything. It was just really nice what they did. So they do structural things. If you got a basement that's leaking, or a damp, moldy crawl space, they can help you with all kinds of things, okay? So anyway, it's a company called Dry Zone. You can learn a lot about them just simply by going to dryzone.com. But if you're shopping around with other companies that do the same thing Dry Zone does, I'm just telling you from my experience on multiple properties, and I talk to people almost weekly that deal with Dry Zone and say, I am so thankful you connected me with them. So they know what they're doing. They're licensed, of course. They're insured, of course. Their warranties are really good. But more importantly, their prices are spot on, and they know how to do the job right. They have another company called Hello Garage, and that's where if you have a garage floor and it's all cracked up or got a lot of oil stains and you want it to look like new, they can come in and recoat that floor and make it look like new. You got some different colors you can pick. They also do some shelving and cabinets, and they can make your garage, because a lot of people leave their garage door open. And that's like leaving your closet door open sometimes, in other words, and people can see what your garage looks like. So you want to make sure your garage looks pristine if you're one of those ones that leaves the door open, okay? So anyway, I'm just letting you know, Hello Garage can help you with that. So anyway, whatever you need, one phone number gets you to Dry Zone or Hello Garage, and it's 302-684-5034, 5034, 684 5034. They're on Beach Highway. It's their worldwide headquarters, the big red Dry Zone barn that's getting a brand new electronic billboard right next to it. So anyway, wonder whose that is. But anyway, dryzone.com, Hello Garage. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. All right, Roy Bryant is here. Now we're going to take a picture. Now Linda's going to be happy. No, you can. I don't care. Shows my dental work. My dentist would love it if you use that one. Roy, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Arrive Alive, Delaware. Is that what we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Safe Holiday campaign coming up for, it starts now because of Thanksgiving coming up all the way through January 1st.
Well, let's talk about the holidays for a minute. Let's detour.
Okay.
Are you growing a beard for a reason?
I don't know.
Or a
It just
season?
happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess
All right.
when you don't shave, it comes on. You
Does
know?
it?
Yeah. And it actually coming out pretty good, I think.
All right. I just didn't know if you did anything special with the holidays that requires a beard.
I might work for somebody.
Okay.
But, you never know. You might
never
show up
know.
someday.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tell me what you want to talk about.
Well, it's the safe driving that's coming up is we're thinking about the holidays. And
A lot more people on the road.
Right. For Thanksgiving is one of the big ones where people don't realize that Wednesday, they call it Drinksgiving or the Blackout Wednesday. That's one of the highest drinking and driving days there are.
I bet so. People get off work early.
Yep.
Going to wind down.
You know, pre-Thanksgiving
Yep,
stuff.
I can see it.
Getting ready. So just be careful. Best
Right.
thing to do is not drink and drive at all.
Right. Let
100%
somebody else
sober.
do it. Right.
Let somebody else get a driver. Make plans. Have that person,
Ahead
your
of
family
time.
member, saying, "Hey, I'm not going to go. Here's my keys."
Right.
So we have to think about that because it's a known thing through NHTSA. You know, the numbers of the fatalities and stuff that's happened. We got to be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
And then you have Christmas also coming up.
And
But I
then
thought
New
we-
Year's.
Yeah. And another thing too, we talk about the buzz driving, you know, because cannabis, you do have your medical marijuana out there now, you know, realize that that does impair you also.
Right.
And
Your
you know,
reaction time is totally different.
yes.
Yeah.
You know, drive high, it's not a good thing.
Right.
You know, there's different strains, and I always like to say to people, you know, hey, if you're using, it's one thing, but be careful because
Right.
there's a strain called indica. So I say, do you want to be in the couch or do you want to be in the coffin? You know, you have to
Wow.
be. So don't do that and drive either. You have to be safe.
Wow. People don't think about that stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
They just and really, it's a sad thing. They're really not thinking about other people.
True.
In other words, you know, like I've met people that said, "Well, I've been drinking for so many years. I'm just good at drinking and driving."
Right.
You ain't never good at drinking and
Right.
driving.
And-
You just have not been in an accident yet.
And the sad thing about that, the average person who violates drives almost 80 times a year and doesn't get caught. But it's that one time they do and somebody gets hurt.
Isn't it amazing also, though, how the drunk driver usually doesn't get hurt?
Right?
Because he's just
Exactly.
more pliable, he's more relaxed, in other words. But it's always somebody else that's the victim.
Yeah.
The
It's
victim
sad.
of a poor decision, you know.
Poor decision, yes.
Right. I mean, people can drink, people can socialize and have a good time, but just be responsible about it.
Exactly. We just partnered with MAD and State Farm and
Okay.
had a great, it's called a MAD Awards for law enforcement,
Okay.
where we recognize law enforcement with productivity toward, you know, taking drunk drivers off the road. And I want to put a thank you out to MAD and State Farm because it was an awesome event recognizing those officers.
Really?
If you look on Facebook, there'll be some posts about it and stuff.
Like municipal police as well as
all
state police, all
polices,
agencies.
Yeah, all agencies were represented.
Well, MAD is an organization that does a good job, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Trying to create awareness.
And they actually stepped up and helped us get this into. We also, State Farm helped, where next year we're going to be able to do it again.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Very good.
Yeah.
So you're working with the Department of Highway Safety. Is that who
Yeah,
it is?
also, Delaware also Highway Safety, yes.
Right. You seem to enjoy that.
Oh, I love it. I love
Okay.
it. Yeah.
You retired from the Delaware State Police.
Yes.
Yeah. You realize how many New Year's Eves we spent together?
Oh, a lot. We
Yeah.
had fun.
Right. And can you remember the day you had to go get new ticket books at the beginning of the year?
Yes.
Like at midnight, you know, you had to
Yeah.
get a different ticket book, you know, and start the year over.
Yeah.
So now I don't think there's anything. It's all in the computer. So
Oh, yeah.
But-
And it's nice being on the computer with the
Yeah.
technology we have today.
Mhm.
You know, if
Wow.
people realize that you don't need that ticket, slow down. 'Cause,
Right.
You know, I talk about DUI right now, but what about speeding?
Mhm.
And we all
or
see
distracted driving.
it right here. You're speeding and you're riding down the road
And you're texting.
and you're texting.
Right.
I remember one time I was working. I look over, this lady's going real slow, and I look over at her car and I go, "What is she doing?" I can see on her Facebook tablet, she's liking things as she's driving down the road.
Really?
And I stopped and I asked her, I said, "Man, what are you doing?" I was driving. You weren't on your Facebook? No. But you could see the app and everything.
Right.
Don't do it.
Wow.
Don't do it.
So what else do you do with this organization? You go around and speak, or do you teach, or
It's mainly teaching. I
mainly teaching?
oversee
So who do you teach?
law enforcement.
Okay.
And that's the main priority because it's like we have our drug recognition program.
Okay. Do you still
And-
teach that?
Well, I'm the state coordinator for that program.
Okay.
And in that program, we also go out to the community. You know, we can go out to businesses and stuff like that, and we can bring them up to speed on what impaired driving is.
Okay.
And related to the drug problem too that we're having. You know. so
Is
they
there a
can see-
concern, like, say I had an automotive repair facility? Should I be worried that I may get in a vehicle that has drugs in it and I actually end up inhaling or something like that? You know, where this fentanyl, where people are,
Yeah. Well, I
where
would,
it's everywhere, I guess it sounds like.
if you see something suspicious, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, because with the fentanyl and stuff, I mean, we don't even see. It's sad what's morphine, not heroin at the one time. You know,
Okay.
it's the fentanyl, and not only is it in the users that are taking it, it's not just in what they're taking. It's marijuana. It's other things that are laced.
Okay.
And the heavier the carfentanil and stuff like that, if you touch it, it's transdermal. It can affect you.
Really?
And if it, we don't use it.
So
if
it would
affects
really
you-
affect us.
Oh yes, you are going to be getting a lot of Narcan if we get to you in time,
Really?
because it's that bad. Yes.
Wow.
It'll put you gone.
How many times do you give somebody the Narcan stuff?
Oh, it's been a while since I've done
Okay.
that, so
All right.
I'm not
Commenting
able
on
to-
that one.
Yeah, I just know it's going to be one time definitely, and then hopefully the EMS will get there by then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what else do you want to tell us?
I think I covered most of it. It's just
Okay.
what I want to say about the distracted and speed and the DUI. Be careful.
Be careful.
Slow down. Put your phone down, and don't have that beer when you get in the car. Don't
Right.
have that drink. Don't have that smoke. I think one thing when people talk about, when cannabis is fully legal coming this year, I've heard people say, "Well, I drive better when I'm high." No, you don't.
Right. You just think you do.
You think you do.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff out there, and it's a
Right.
definite thing.
Because it's a fact. Your reaction time is slower. Whether somebody pulls out in front of you, or you're swerving to miss a deer, or whatever it is.
Yeah, they even have a study where people that are drinking and driving, at a point when you're drinking, you become more aware and you say to yourself, "I'm okay to drive. I'm not that intoxicated anymore," and your levels are actually going up.
Wow.
So don't drink and drive. 100% sober.
Don't take any chances.
Don't take none.
It's not fair to the other people. I mean, there's just so many times, that there's a tragedy, and it's because somebody just didn't think.
Yep.
So think.
One more touch is pedestrian too, with the time falling back.
Oh, yeah.
Getting darker at night. The pedestrian accidents are going up a little bit. We don't need any. We don't.
Right.
need any
Nobody's
number.
wearing bright reflective clothing
No.
anymore. They're wearing dark
Not
clothing.
I mean, dark
Yeah.
clothing. You have your phone. Turn your phone on.
Yeah.
Put that light on so they can see
Something.
you if you have to.
Okay. Well, these are all good tips. If they learn more, is there a website we should steer people to?
That would be
Just-
arrivealivedelaware.com.
Arrivealivedelaware.com. Check it out. Anything else we need to know?
Nope.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming down. I would tell you one thing when you're talking about keeping your garage clean.
Okay.
Never know when Google's going to come by and take a picture. of
Oh,
the
I
open door.
forgot about Google.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Yeah,
there's a
they'll take
magnet for you.
They'll take that
But
picture of your house.
Garage, and you're like, oh, I was going to clean it tomorrow.
I was going to shut the door, and especially after your wife told you
That
why
Google
the-
was coming.
Well, no, why is the door not shut?
Right.
Yeah,
Yep, I agree with that.
that might have happened to me.
All right. It might have happened to you. Or at least you know somebody. Huh?
Right.
Oh, so we can look up your garage on Google.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Roy.
Thank you.
I'll see you
Appreciate
around,
it.
my friend. Take
Yeah.
care. All right. Roy Bryant, everybody. Just a good guy all the way around. A lot of people know him. And if you know Roy and you're watching on Facebook, give us a good, encouraging comment. Leah Betts has arrived today. I won't drag her over, but I'll just say good morning, Leah. Good morning. Do you want a microphone? Do you want to talk a little bit? No. All right. Well, she's thanking everybody for being so kind. Well, we're glad to see you. Well, we're glad you're here, okay? All right. Oh, I never gave you your thing towards your breakfast. I'll have Tracy bring this to you. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Anyway, so we're going to buy the first $10 of her breakfast. Now, Leah Betts is known for being a big eater. No. Oh. All right. So, everybody, don't forget, tonight is also, I guess tomorrow, is daylight savings ends. You turn your clocks back tonight. So, oh my gosh, did Tracy do that? Oh, golly day. Please, folks, if you come in the restaurant, avoid Tracy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. All right. She didn't get wet. All right. Okay. At least no TVs were hurt. But anyway, that's another joke. But anyway, good morning, everybody. We're watching a show. You're listening to a show. Where are we? We're in the Milford Diner. There's some seats here today. So I'm going to throw out this offer. If you're listening right this minute, if you're listening and you want to come to the Milford Diner and you want to join us during the show, some Saturday morning from 7 to 9, if you'd like to do that, give me a call right now and I'll put your name on the list. And I'll give you a $10 gift card towards your breakfast, okay? So call me right now. I'm going to make you a note. You tell me what Saturday you're coming, and I will give you a $10 gift card towards your breakfast at the Milford Diner. 302-422-7336. 302-422-7336. So anyway, I just want to say good morning to everybody. The weather is changing. And I want to brag on Integrity Pest Solutions. Why? Because the weather is changing, okay? This is a sponsor segment, and what can Integrity do for you? Well, as the weather changes, the stink bugs start coming in. As the weather changes, the mice start coming in. So if you have any pest control issues and you need some help with that or some guidance or you just want somebody to take care of those things, you give Keith a call. It's Keith Ruark, Integrity Pest Solutions, okay? And they just are really good at what they do. And it's not they, it's he. Keith Ruark is an owner-operator of Integrity Pest Solutions, all right? And they do all kinds of pest control. I've dealt with him for years now, been very happy, okay? So if you need something done, if you need any help in any way, shape, or form, you give Keith a call. He'll come out, he'll evaluate your situation, and he'll tell you, here's what you need, here's what I can do. Then you can hire him just one time, or you can have him come on a regular basis, okay? And that's what I do. So what's his phone number? It's 302-858-8629. That's 302-858-8629. It's integritypestsolutions.com. Like them on Facebook. They're always posting stuff, tips and tidbits and things like that. But if you got some pest control issues and you want to deal with a locally owned and locally operated gentleman, his name is Keith Ruark. He will do you a good job. I've been very happy with him for years. I deal with him on at least a half a dozen properties, and I'm tickled to death with him, all right? 302-858-8629, okay? Now, what else is going on? There is some room here in the diner. As I said, if you want a $10 gift card to the Milford Diner, give me a call, and I will put your name on the list. And when you come on a Saturday morning, I'll have your gift card ready for you. 302-422-7336. If you would like one of those gift cards, give me a call right now, and I'll put your name right on the list, all right? Another thing about the weather change is you start thinking about my heater. You're turning your heater on, okay? In other words, and it's a little chilly out, and you want your heater to work, and you want it to work efficiently because the price of energy is just going up all the time. So you want it to be very energy efficient. So whether it's your heater or your air conditioner, whether it needs just a good service and a maybe you just want to get a price on a new one. Maybe last year it didn't work that good and you just knew you were going to need a new one. I just want to let you know Top Flight Heating and Air is a sponsor of this show, and we say thank you to Ryan Brower for sponsoring us and the whole team at Top Flight Heating and Air. But they do a good job. So if you're listening right now and you said, you know what, it's getting cold, I want to have the unit serviced. If you can't remember the last time you've had your heater and air conditioner serviced, it's been too long, okay? Now, they have a club that you can join for just $20 a month. you get in this club. And for $20 a month, they will come out and check your system twice a year. So now they would come out and check it for the heating season, and then when it's air conditioning time, they'll come out and check it for the air conditioning season. They make sure everything is clean. They make sure everything is working right. They inspect everything. They test everything, and they let you know that you're in good order, rest assured. But let's say you have a problem. You have a breakdown. Something doesn't go right. Then you're in the club. You pay $20 a month for this service. They're going to come out twice a year, and now all of a sudden something's wrong. You give a call. They come out. Instead of having a $99 service call, they waive that service call, okay? They check out what's wrong, and then whatever needs to be fixed, they will give you a discount on your parts and your labor towards fixing it, okay? But you got to be in the club to get that, all right? So you can join the club for $20 a month. They just hit your credit card once a month for $20. It's that simple. And you just know that they're there if you need them, and you get priority service. They move you right to the top of the list if you're in the club, okay? So anyway, it's Top Flight Heating and Air. The phone number is 302-329-8003. 329-8003 is the phone number, okay? The website is calltopflight.com. Calltopflight.com. So you can go right to that, and you can see what available times there are for an appointment for them to come out, and you can schedule your own appointment, and then they will text you when they're on their way and let you know they're on their way. So I like dealing with them, all right? Like their Facebook page, too, if you would. Okay, Weller's Utility Trailers is going to be open today, and we are going to have on the show from Bridgeville. We're going to bring him on the show from Bridgeville, my son, Jimmy Weller. In other words, after 7:30, we're going to have him, and I don't know what he's going to talk about. We have a lot of things going on at Weller's. We're selling a lot of sheds. A lot of sheds, okay? And I just want to let you know, Jimmy will be joining us a little bit after 7:30 this morning, and they're going to be open at 8 o'clock this morning, 8 to 2, and they'll take good care of you. You know what else is today? Big event, okay? Big event. The Greenwood Mennonite School, it is the longest continually operating Mennonite school in the country, okay? And they've been around a long time serving our community. I've had kids go there. I've got grandkids going there. It was funny. The other day, we all went trick-or-treating. And all my grandkids, I said, how do you like school? Oh, we love it. And they could name their teachers, and this teacher's this way, and this one's this way. And they all got different traits. And it was just exciting to hear even Brody, just describing his teachers. It's his first year going. I don't even know if he's in kindergarten or what grade's he even in. I don't even know. Bain. That's what I didn't say. Bain. What is it? Kindergarten? Bain. Or before kindergarten. I'm not sure. But anyway, he likes it, and he goes every day. So they're having an auction today, and I like auctions, okay? So if you want to have some fun, come to this auction today. It starts at 9 o'clock, but it starts at 7 o'clock with an all-you-can-eat breakfast. It includes breakfast meats, pancakes, scrambled eggs, biscuits, and sausage gravy, breakfast casserole, fruit and yogurt parfait, assorted pastries, juice, coffee, milk. All right? So if you're going to work this morning, you can stop and get this, okay, and take it with you. You can eat it while you're riding as long as you drive responsibly. And then the auction starts at 9 a.m., okay? So Greenwood Mennonite School on Mennonite School Road. Be there, all right? And I'll see you there, all right? I'll be there by 9:30, 9:45 at the latest, all right? All right, now what else is going on? Old Colin Walls is going to join me. We'll be back on Delaware 105.9 in just a minute. Okay. Everybody, we are now still live on TV Delmarva, on Fine Day Radio, YouTube and Facebook, and in the restaurant, okay? Colin, tell me something good.
Let me think.
Do you want to talk about the help wanted position or let that rest for a minute?
Let's let that rest for a minute.
Okay,
so
no problem.
We are going to be interviewing somebody next week.
We are,
so
okay.
We'll see.
Right, so we don't put any pressure on him.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to do something here. All right, Snooki's ads have started.
They have. Did you hear? You like that, Snooki?
They've already commented to me.
Really?
They thought I wrote them. I didn't write them. I just stood out of the way. No. They sent me a note saying they just love those ads.
Great.
So if you want to advertise on our radio station, you can love it just like Snooki and Pat Vent love it. And we just love them for supporting the station.
Yeah, thank you. And it's a good commercial.
It is a good commercial.
And I recommend you deal with
and if
Snooki.
you need
I deal
any
with
auto
Snooki at
parts,
Ball Service Center.
Yep, because he wholesales and retails, I believe.
Yeah, so I mean, the commercial kind of says that if you want, good quality oil that won't break the bank,
right?
Or any fluids for your cars or anything you need for your car. Yeah.
Be thinking antifreeze today.
Definitely get up with Snooki.
Snooki will hook you up right there on Route 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, with that said, we are asking for people's support. We are a grassroots movement. People said, what's the deal on this radio station? 2 guys woke up one day and bought a radio station.
We need
Colin
a landscaping company to sponsor our grassroots.
We do. We do need a landscaping company. We need a firewood company. We need people that want us to help promote them. In other words, so if you sell firewood or do landscaping, if you do tree work, if you are a heating and air guy, we don't have a heating and air guy yet.
Right.
So we're looking for some businesses that will allow us the opportunity to promote them, okay? Now, we have a lot of people that get tripped up saying, I want to support you, but I just don't want my ads to run in New Jersey. I just don't want to take the chance.
You've had a pretty good solution to those.
Well, just tell them you won't service them, But
so all the phone calls you get from New
Jersey, even though they're moving to Delaware and even though they got family members here,
right?
In other words, so I think people are just missing the boat. And the other day I said to somebody, they said, well, here's the deal. I can sell you advertising less expensive than anybody else will. We're just doing them cheap because we want your business, okay?
Yep.
Now, and I can give you more exposure than they can further and wider and over the water.
Yep.
So why wouldn't you want all you can get for your money?
Less expensive, more coverage.
Right. That's like ordering a drink and you order a medium drink and they bring it in a large cup and you complain. In other words, you might just end up drinking a little bit more than the medium. And that's what I'm saying with the radio ads. I've had these people that are like, well, I don't know what to do with a New Jersey customer. Okay, do not take their money. Do not service them.
Right.
Tell them if you move here, do not deal with me. I mean, say what you want, but don't panic about it before your phone even rings.
Yeah.
I feel like there's somebody talking people out of wanting to advertise on a station that gives them more ground than anybody else can give them.
You think there's somebody out there doing
I don't know. It just feels like it. In other words,
I think there is people.
And we can clearly say we have communicated with people that run other radio stations. And we have communicated with people that run other TV stations.
Yeah.
We are not out to harm anybody.
No.
Okay?
Nope.
We are just a couple guys. We want 100 customers. That's kind of our goal. All right? 100 customers. And we're well on our way, folks. I just want to say thank you to all those friends and family people. We will never divulge how many of you there is because it started out at 10 and it got out of control real fast. and we're happy. We're happy with you, okay?
We're only going to take 10 of these.
Right, and it was just, we had to keep changing that number.
Multiples of 10.
Yes, and so we've been profitable since day one. So we say thank you. Who starts a business and from day one is profitable? The problem is we want to stay profitable. That's what we want to do. So in other words, we want to stay profitable.
Goal one we hit. Goal two.
Goal one we hit. Right. We hit the
ground.
ground running. We had a lot of people sign up. We had people say, I don't know if you're going to accomplish anything or not, but I've never known Jim and Colin to not accomplish something. And that's what we're saying. So anyway, hello there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We got people coming back here. They're going to get to hear a live radio show. Good morning. So anyway, I just want to say hello to everybody. The restaurant is open. If you've never been to the Milford Diner, it's going to be a great experience. The food is made from scratch, and we're ready for you. There's plenty of seats here. All right, so the radio station, we started it. We hit the ground running. Thank you to all our friends and family. And don't forget, your price never changes. I mean, you're locked in.
Right. Now, and if you want to listen to it, if you're in your house, you don't get over the air in your house.
Yes.
Download our app, Fine Day Radio, Fine Day Radio. Also, you can say, Alexa, enable Fine Day Radio skill.
And that's it.
And that's
Alexa,
it. And then from then on, you say,
enable Fine Day Radio skill.
And then from then on, you say, Alexa, play Fine Day Radio.
And it's that simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Unless the name of your Alexa is Echo.
Okay, and then it doesn't
We
work.
got a couple of them in the house, and you got to name them different things.
Oh,
Or
really?
they'll both start playing if they're close enough they can hear you.
Okay.
So we've got one named Alexa and one named Echo.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so that's actually how I listen in the morning. When I get up
On
and
that.
get going, I listen on that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's kind of cool. I listen on the app all the time.
Do you?
Because where I live, I'm right around the corner from another radio station.
That overpowers
That
anything.
overpowers everything.
Yeah.
I had hair when that station went on the air. No,
Overpowered
that's a
your
joke,
hair.
everybody. Radio stations don't cause you to lose your hair.
Don't cause you to lose your hair. It'll make you
Okay.
pull them out sometimes.
Yeah,
Pull it
right.
out,
Owning
but-
one may make you pull them out. Yep. But we have a lot of fun. This is all exciting for us. In
Yeah,
other
so
words, it's a
and look
new
for more
adventure.
things happening on Fine Day Radio. Look for more people coming
Getting
on
involved.
board and getting involved. So, all right,
We're
Jim,
growing.
we'll be back in a little bit.
All right, Colin,
Continue
thank
to
you.
talk.
All right, everybody, you're watching and listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. I hear the music. We're back on. So that's exactly what you're doing. You're watching and listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. I see Donald is arriving. He's late. He probably overslept today. I bet he went down to Georgetown Speedway just to see how things looked or something like that. All right, so with that said, we are here in the Milford Diner, and we got a lot of things going on. My son Jimmy's going to be joining us in a couple minutes via the internet from Bridgeville, but in the meantime, let's talk about house cleaning. I'll be there cleaning and care. I'll be there cleaning and care. All right, it's Dawn Kennedy, and Dawn, I haven't talked to you in a while, and I just want to say thanks a lot for sponsoring the show. I appreciate your support. She's been a good sponsor on every week. That's how you do it. You want to get results, advertise with me, and do it frequently, all right? It's like anything else. If you want results, do it frequently. So, Dawn Kennedy, she can clean your house frequently if you want, or she can do it one time, whatever you may want. So if you want your house cleaned one time, no problem at all. She'll come in. She'll make it spick and span. She'll do the refrigerator, the stove, everything, the whole house. She also cleans campers on the inside, motorhomes on the inside. She does that. Offices, Airbnbs, the VRBO. If you're a contractor and you bought a house and you're flipping it and you want it all cleaned up before you list it, or if you're build a brand new house and you want it cleaned up, she does that stuff too. So I'm very happy with her. I've dealt with her many times, and I am very happy with Dawn Kennedy. I'll be there cleaning and care. If you're looking for a gift for somebody for the holidays or something, or you want to, just bless somebody and you want to give them a gift of having their house cleaned, she has gift cards too. So her name is Dawn Kennedy. Her business is called I'll Be There Cleaning and Care. She does give discounts to military, seniors, and first responders. So please mention that when you talk to her, okay? She's licensed. She's insured. She'll come to you. All right? So give her a call. Her name is Dawn. Dawn. 302-362-7064. That's 302-362-7064, okay? If Pam is Pam here? Let's talk to Pam if she can. I don't know if she's able to go first or not, but if she is, fine, and if she's not, fine, okay? Either way, I'll just leave it like that. All right? You're not connected to Jimmy, are you, guys? Okay, just want to make sure. All right, so anyway, I just want to say that Dawn Kennedy does a great job. That's all I am saying, all right? Now, with that said, we also want you to know a couple things. We're sitting inside the Milford Diner. If you ever want to be on the show, we'd love to have you. And all you got to do is get up with me, okay? There's advertising opportunities available on this show. I don't know if we're into February yet, but we are booking for sure. Here she comes the other way, Linda. We're definitely booking into January. Pam, if you're ready, we're ready for you, believe it or not. All right, we sent a search team for you. So we're just switching things up, if you don't mind, okay? Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So this is Pam. Hold on. Pam Vanderwende. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you're connected. Oh, we have to take a picture first.
Oh, okay.
Right here. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Poor Tracy. Tracy was working the whole parking lot looking for you. Oh, my gosh. All right. So we're just switching gears a little bit. First thing. Pam Vanderwende, the first question is, how are you in the Vanderwende family?
So, my husband, Breck,
Okay.
is Daniel and Becky Vanderwende of Greenwood. They own Little Wagon Produce.
Oh,
That's
you've
his
been on
parents.
before. I remember the Little Wagon
Yeah.
Produce now. Okay.
And, Donna and Jimmy Vanderwende, who own
Okay.
ice cream place, are my aunt
In-laws.
and uncle in-laws.
Yeah.
So,
Very good.
yeah.
And you're a school teacher.
Yes.
All right. I need you to
25 years.
snuggle up to that a little bit. All right. 25 years of
Yeah.
teaching at Woodbridge.
Almost. Yeah.
Wow. You must have been a teenager when you started.
I feel like it.
Wow. You love what you do.
Absolutely.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
So along with teaching, I've had a conservation club.
Okay.
It started back in 2006.
Is these students?
Yeah, students.
The club is students.
Yeah,
okay.
club of students, and basically we build gardens around the schools, so they have outdoor oases.
And they're beautiful.
Work in, yeah, they're gorgeous. We start from scratch. I kind of use my expertise because I help my husband in greenhouse, and I have a background with gardening, and I use that to build up areas around the school. So they have places.
And the school lets you.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice that they do. I mean.
Yeah, it is. I have to have a plan.
Right.
And I have to get it approved. And once I get approval, I have to get sponsorship and things like that going.
But I've seen some of the pictures and videos. So you're area by area by area going around the school, just trying to make it look a little nicer.
Yeah, we have the front of the school. We added trees. That was the songbird garden. And then we have a wetland area where there's a retention pond. That's the reading garden, which we want to finish up. And we revitalized the playground and added a whole walking trail around it.
Really?
And then we have the secret garden on the back, on the side, kind of where the cafeteria is, but comes out to the dock. And there's like a brick wall and trees, and
You've
it really
accomplished
looks
a lot.
Yeah, and then the courtyard, which we've redesigned a couple times.
And this is mainly for students and teachers.
Yes.
Just a place to relax or have lunch or just chill just a little bit.
Yeah, or do any like teaching lessons outside.
Oh, okay.
Get some vitamin D and fresh air.
Right.
You know, you're inside all day.
Right.
It's a lot.
Was this your idea? In other words, from the get-go? In other words, and then you presented it to the
There
school?
was another teacher that worked there. She was the art teacher, and we started it. And you know, I kind of took
it from
flight
there.
with it. Yeah, and she retired already. But you know, and I've just kept it going. And then we also have a conservation club at the middle school, so it expanded.
Okay.
So they do a lot of
now you
work
went from
too.
one school to another.
Yeah.
And so people, you mentioned sponsorship. In other words, there are times that you need people to purchase something. In other words, what do you need purchased? Like, what do you buy? Sand or?
They can purchase things like stones. You know,
pavers?
What's that?
Pavers?
Yeah, pavers. We had the entire courtyard was completely redone in paver flower beds.
Oh,
and,
wow.
So there's like 4 corners, and there's places to sit, and there's evergreen plants in there. It's so pretty. So I designed it, and then the company came out, and they did it all for free.
Who was that?
It was
I forgot their
Coastal
name.
Patios.
Coastal Patios. Okay. How
So
did they even know that you needed this?
One of the kids at school is related to one of
them.
the owners. So
networking.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, put it out on Facebook and.
Wow.
But
can people make a money donation?
Yeah, they can make a monetary donation. We've had that before.
Can they get you a Lowe's gift card for $50 or $100
oh,
to
yeah,
give it to
whatever
you?
whatever they want.
Okay.
But I think right now we're just trying to I want to get, like, you know, I've been teaching for 25 years.
Right.
I might go to 30 years.
Okay.
And I want to get everything self-sufficient.
Okay.
So when I retire, I'm not
keeping up with it.
Yeah, and no one has to worry about it.
Right.
But I think right now we really need help. We need some fencing for the secret garden.
Okay, like
we do need fencing. Yeah.
So either a fence company or somebody that wants to help sponsor a fence.
Not a lot of fencing, but just a little bit to keep the kids safe because there's a road right next to it.
Oh, okay.
So I just feel like it would be better, and we designed it that way where there could be a fence on the end. There's a brick wall in the front, and there's an open space right here.
Okay.
So we want to put like a gate up.
Good idea.
Keep it more confined.
And keep animals out.
That's true. And then we just are trying to keep up with the courtyard. And we did this summer I do want to mention Cesar Vargas of Bridgeville.
Okay.
He has pulled through so many times to help me with anything that I need. Yes, his whole family. And Santa Maria tree removal. They removed a big, huge tree in our courtyard.
I remember seeing pictures of that.
It was causing all kinds of issues, structural issues, and debris. So we do have, a lot of support.
Yes, you do.
Regularly, but I think
you can
I'm
use
just
more.
Trying to get everything refined.
Right.
So it looks.
And you want to get it as maintenance free as you can.
Absolutely.
And safe for the children.
Absolutely.
Wow. So what if somebody had questions? What if they said, I'm listening to this interview and I'd like to help? Like, do you need any physical help, like hands and feet?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you need some somebody could help buy something, somebody could help do something. So how would somebody get a hold of you and say, tell me more, and where can I make a difference?
They can call Phillis Wheatley Elementary.
Okay.
The number there is 302-337-3469.
337-3469.
And reach me that way. That's probably the best way, because my email, I have a really long email. Pam.Vanderwende at wsd.k12.de.us.
Yeah, you can skip that one.
Yeah, I know. So I think giving the number is a better option.
Okay.
But you can email me or reach out by calling.
What was that email again? Pam Vanderwende. Pam.Vanderwende
at WSD, Woodbridge School District.
Okay.
WSD.K12.
Okay.
.de.us.
Okay. That was good. She remembered it all.
I know.
Wow. Isn't that something? All right. So with that said, any way somebody can help, in other words, you could use a hand. You got more ideas, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, we want to expand the reading garden and truly make it a literary garden with literary elements, like a yellow brick road and different things like that, a mural.
Wow.
So I have a lot of ideas, and I think I can, pull through and get them done. I just might need some support along the way.
So, tell me that phone number again. 337. Yep.
337.
Yep.
3469.
All right.
And I'm planning, the goal, once it gets approved, is to have a garden tour at the end of the year.
Oh, this year? Okay.
End of the school year, to have a garden tour. If I can get everything accomplished that I want to get accomplished, and the public would be invited to tour the gardens and see what we've done.
Well, reach back to me. I'd like to try to help you promote that, okay? Okay. Like, you can be on a few times. You just got to remind us.
Okay,
is that all right? Okay, we'll get you on. Now, you've been on before.
Yes.
Did you get any feedback after you were on?
I did.
Okay.
It was kind of a crazy time for me because I had emergency surgery right after.
Because of the show? I got you too nervous? Or
no.
She had a mild heart attack.
I had emergency hernia surgery.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really bad. And I was off work the whole month of September due to that.
Wow.
So once the show got over, because it was like the end of the summer, I did have the contact, but I kind of lost it because I wasn't at school. But, I'm hoping to get...
I just wondered. Some more contacts.
Yeah.
Get involved with this, folks. It's not a big deal. You can make a donation or go out there and pull some weeds or plant some plants or lay some pavers, in other words, so help out if you would. It's kind of a neat thing. It's a legacy, it's just something that's going to last beyond your career. I like that.
And a lot of people don't think that the kids and I and volunteers did this. It's so beautiful. They're like, how, you did this? And I'm like, yeah.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, so.
Let's talk about this produce stand. Oh, no, I gotta let you go. I forgot. I got somebody waiting on me. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, let me give you one of these refrigerator magnets just for the heck of it. Okay?
I got one.
Oh, you do? Okay, no problem. That's all right.
But I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Take care. Let us know what we can do. All right, I believe Jimmy is with us. Jimmy, are you there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, how are you today?
A little cold, but doing good.
A little cold. All right.
It's the weekend, so I'm excited.
All right. So what do we got going on there? A Winston trailer?
We got a Winston trailer. This is one of our heaviest duty, if not the heaviest duty trailer that we have on the lot.
Wow, look at that.
Winston
frame.
Trailers only does equipment trailers. So they're not distracted making dump trailers or landscapers. Only do equipment.
Okay, so just only equipment.
If you see this I-beam, that is one piece of metal.
Golly,
there aren't any seams, there aren't any welds. That is all metal, one piece.
Okay.
This trailer has a heavy-duty jack, and it's got the drop leg.
Yep.
So for those that don't know what that is, you pull the pin, drop it down, and then you just don't have to crank it.
Right.
It's got a storage box.
Okay.
Has an oak floor. Now, oak is a stronger wood than just regular plywood or 2x4s, 2x6s. So as you drop your tractor bucket or your forks on there, it's not going to make as big a gallop.
Right.
It's got the rub rail, which you can tie down to. It can hold a ratchet strap, a hook. It's also got the stake pockets where you could hook a hook, or you could drop a 2x4 in, build some sides up.
Okay. Plenty of them. Look at how many it's got.
Oh, yeah. It's got probably 15 on each side.
This is a triple axle.
Triple axle. So this one's a 24,000-pound trailer. Now, for those that don't know, that doesn't mean it can hold 24,000. You take the weight of the trailer off. Weighs about 5,000. This thing will hold about 19,000 pounds.
So a skid steer loader, something like that.
Skid steer Bobcat.
Yep. Okay.
Tractor, a mud truck.
Some attachments.
Yep.
All right, now
you go to the back.
Slopes.
It's got the beaver tail, and then these rams, which seem like it would take 2 people to lift. They have this spring here.
Okay.
So it's spring loaded. So as I put it down,
you got to push.
You actually have to push it.
Okay.
To get it to the ground.
Now, one more thing, Jimmy. I noticed when they're folded flat, that makes the floor. They line right up with the floor. So if you wanted,
if you have an attachment, you can rest it right on top of them.
Okay.
You got a nice level ground.
Okay. Wow. So what is that? 20 feet of flat full floor and 4 feet of beaver tail?
Yep, 20 and 5.
20 and 5, okay. Triple axle, about a 19,000-pound payload.
19,000 payload. And then if you look down this row, we have a lot of equipment trailers. We have tilt beds. We have deck overs where the tires are underneath. Okay. We have the low profile with the fenders. We have different colors. We have different lengths. We have different weight ratings.
Different brands.
Snow's coming. So there's going to be a lot of people shoveling snow with tractors, skid steers. Great way to haul them around.
Okay. What time are we opening today?
We are opening at 8. So any minute.
Any minute.
And we'll be here till 2:10.
2:10. All right. Well, then thank you very much. What's the phone number for the store?
302-337-8228.
All right. And it's chilly out is what you're telling me.
It's chilly.
It's chilly. All right. All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right. There he goes. Jimmy Weller, if you want to talk trailers. And in the equipment trailer world, in the trailer world, a lot of people don't realize this. They think all they got to do is this price versus this. There's no 2 trailers built the same. We sell 20 different brands of trailers. And you could be looking at a 20-foot equipment trailer. And every single trailer is built differently. So if you're shopping price, that's important. But I think you need to shop value and product more importantly. Okay? And that's what we will do at Weller's if you are shopping around, because we're the only guy around that sells multiple brands. Everybody else sells one brand. So they're only going to talk about one brand. Okay? So we sell multiple brands. So if you come here, we could show you the difference between this one and this one and this one and this one and this one, because every difference dictates the price. So if you find anybody that is less expensive than Weller's, you should be a nervous wreck. You should say, why? Because they're not buying more. They're not selling more. They don't have more. We are one of the larger trailer dealers in the United States. So I just want to let you know, if you find another brand and you think it's less money, you give us a call or come in. We will look that brand up, and item by item, we will tell you the difference between that brand and the brand we sell. And if it's just a better value, then it's a better value. We had a guy just the other day was shopping a little landscape trailer, and the other trailer was like $180 cheaper, something like that. Well, we had radial tires. The other trailer had non-radial tires. We had LED lights. The other trailer had bulb lights. We had a jack that was a heavier duty jack that was bolted on, not welded on, so in the event he bends it, he can unbolt it and put another jack. A welded on jack is a big deal when you want to change it. So there were differences. The cross members in the floor on ours were 16 inch apart. The other one was 24 inches apart. And the person had no idea. Ours came with a spare tire bracket. So before you know it, we had $400 worth of value, on a trailer that was only $180 difference. So the guy with the cheap trailer was actually charging you too much for the cheap trailer. So we will walk you through that. And if you're insistent that you just want to buy a cheap trailer, then we'll let you go somewhere and buy a cheap trailer. But if you want value and a good quality trailer sold to you by somebody that knows what they're talking about, that's who we are at Weller's. We've been in business. We're going to be celebrating, I think, our 50th year next year. That's a little teeny bit of a big deal, a little bit. And I started when I was 16. So we've been in business a long time. All right, and we'd appreciate your business. Easy financing. You got challenge credit. We got a click lease program. We got rent to own. We got all kinds of ways to get you to where you want to be. All right, that's enough on Wellers, okay? That's it. Let's talk about somebody I really enjoy dealing with week after week after week. It's my insurance company, all right? People say, I have never met a guy that likes his insurance company. You might tell you when you're going to like your insurance company? When you need them. That's when you're going to like them. It's not when you're buying insurance. It's when you need your insurance. How often do I use my insurance? 30 times a year. You know, it's always something. I got 38 properties. I got 700 trailers. I got 20 employees. It's always something. I got thousands of customers. It's always something. So I'm just letting you know, if you need a good insurance agency, L&W Insurance Agency knows insurance inside and out. They speak a language you understand. You don't have to say, can you get somebody else on the phone that I can understand? When they call you, you're going to understand them, okay? If you need them to come and meet with you in person and look at your business and analyze what you do, they do that kind of thing. So they are experts in the insurance field. But the biggest thing is when I need them, they don't flip me over to the insurance company. They help me. They get right in the middle of it, and they help me work through it, okay? So if you have any insurance questions, whether it's personal or business, you don't have to be a business to deal with them, personal or business, okay? If you own rental properties, if you have equipment, if you're fully insured, and I hope you are, and you just want a second opinion, they will do that. So you give them a call. It's 302-856-7828. That's 856-7828. LWinsurance.com on the web. Been in business over 90 years, and I've dealt with them a long time, and I love them. So anyway, I just want to tell you, that's where it's at, and you can have that same kind of service too. All right, what else is going on? I mentioned the Greenwood Mennonite School auction. The breakfast has already started, so if you're out there and you want a good breakfast, go on to the Greenwood Mennonite School this morning. Started at 7. They have an all-you-can-eat breakfast. You can dine in or you can take it with you, okay? And then at 9 o'clock, it's all day long. There's a silent auction, a live auction. Dave Wilson is the auctioneer, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. I'll be there no later than 10 o'clock. But the auction starts at 9. Let's give away some Vanderwende's gift cards. Is there anybody listening right this minute that would like 2 gift cards to Vanderwende's, okay? If you would. In fact, I'm going to make it 4. If there's anybody out there that would like 4 gift cards to Vanderwende's, 4 of them. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Vanderwende's gift cards. Pick up the telephone and call me right this minute, okay? That's how simple it is. We want to say thank you to the Vanderwende family for sponsoring the show, supporting the show, and for good ice cream. Whether you want a banana split, whether you want an ice cream cone, a cup, a quart, a pint, a cone, if you want to pay their truck to come to your Christmas party, your birthday party, whatever, you give me a call right this minute on the telephone, 302-422-7336. Dial it in that order, and I'll give you 4 gift cards to Vanderwende's. You have to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday, okay? 4 gift cards to Vanderwende's. It's that simple. I can't believe the phone is ringing already. Ice cream gets it done. Caller, are you there? Nope, nobody's there. Caller, are you there? Hello. All right, hang up, clear the line, and give us a call back if you would. 302-422-7336. That might have been a test phone call, okay? 302-422-7336. If you want 4 gift cards to Vanderwende's, I'm giving them away for the next 2 minutes. Caller, are you there?
Yes, sir. How are you this morning?
Good. And who am I talking to?
Harry.
Harry, how you doing, buddy?
I'm right here getting ready to go to the Greenwood Mennonite School auction. So,
wow. Well, good.
Getting ready to load up right now. So,
all right. Well,
okay. Then, be looking for you.
All right. I'll be there. And
okay.
I want to tell you, I'll set the gift cards aside for you at Weller's, okay?
10-4. Thank you, sir.
See you, Harry. Bye.
Right. Bye now.
All right. Anybody else want some? I got time for one more phone call. 302-422-7336. If you want 4 gift cards to Vanderwende's, call me right this second. Caller, are you there?
Yes, sir.
And who am I talking to?
This is Robin.
Robin, how's Robin doing?
I'm thankful for a beautiful day with the sunshine, and it's a crispy 43 degrees on the outskirts of Laurel.
There you go. And are you watching on TV or listening on the radio?
Actually, I'm having a double scoop today. I have you on the TV on my radio. I'm sorry, excuse me. I have you on 14.1 on my phone.
Okay.
But being that I'm out in the boonies, of all things, sometimes it jumps offline. But I didn't want to miss anything, so I'm listening to the radio as well.
Excellent.
So, so that way I'm covered. I don't want to miss anything. So,
right,
but yeah, truly enjoy your program.
And
thanks so much.
You've called in before, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So
truly do. Thank you for the nice gift of the Vanderwendes and the Chick-fil-A. Right. But Vanderwendes is all-time favorite.
All right. So I'm going to set 4 Vanderwendes gift cards aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks a million.
Yep. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was Robin. Okay. So that's we gave away some Vanderwendes gift cards. Hey there, young lady. How you doing? All right, Colin, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. They're coming and going here this morning. So anyway, we're at the Milford Diner is right where we're at. We want to encourage people to dine here. All right. So that's that. All right. What else is going on with you?
Well, Wall Service Center in downtown Milford. So we've been here 65 years. So all types of auto repairs, Jim. Your favorite, we do serpentine belts. Mm-hmm. I know you love your serpentine belts.
I do. I like that thing to not have any cracks in it at all.
You know, those things are lasting like almost 100,000 miles.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah. Like
they need to fix that dilemma.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you think about that. You think about how long brakes are lasting compared to what they used to. I mean, a lot of cars are getting, 50,000 miles is like the minimum almost that you're getting out of brakes anymore. But we've seen them go up to 80, 90, even 100,000 miles before you need a set of brakes on the cars. I mean, it's pretty amazing. But when you do need them, you're going to need the rotors and all that by the time you get to that because they are wore down. But anyway, we can do all types of auto repairs. So whether you need an engine replaced, a transmission replaced, we can do rebuilt ones. We can do used ones. We do all
you get the motor, you get the transmission.
Sure,
all they got to do is get their vehicle there.
Just get it there. Yeah, we can even help you get it there.
Right, because I don't want somebody to think, well, they got to round up a motor or you just take care of it all.
Right, yes, we do. Yep, so, in most vehicles, we do recommend a rebuilt, remanufactured engine
and
transmission.
And everything.
Because you're going to get a good warranty. Yeah, so I think the warranty is like 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Really?
Yeah, you can get 100,000 miles a lot of times when you bought it new.
No, I agree.
So that's a pretty good deal.
Nice.
But yeah, so we're actually in the middle of doing one right now. It's on
a motor or transmission.
Transmission right now.
Okay.
Yep. So, but if you need tires and alignment,
front end parts,
air conditioning work, front end stuff, anything, we pretty much take care of it all now at Wall Service Center.
And you're 4th generation. You're 3rd generation. Your sons are the 4th.
4th generation. Colin over there.
So owner operators. Yeah. Because that's rare nowadays. I don't even know of many places where you can go and get the variety of services you provide with people that know what they're doing, have the right parts, and it's family members running it.
Right, and we've seen a lot of auto repair shops come and go in Milford.
Yep.
Just over the last 10 to 15 years.
Let alone 65 years.
So we have kind of stood the test of time. Mm-hmm. We've been around and we've been dedicated to Milford and all the surrounding communities. So I mean, we have people drive up from Ocean View and Millville and Salisbury and Laurel and Seaford and
ride past many places.
Drive past lots of good places.
Right.
So I mean, there's plenty of great places to get your car worked on. We prefer you do it with us, but I mean, I don't disparage any other shops.
Mm-hmm.
So we do kind of take pride in
what you do,
being around for a long time and just taking good care of our customers.
Right. Yep. Well, very good.
So, and part of that is, when you have that any work done at Wall Service Center, we give you this free roadside assistance package. So it's AC Delco. We are an AC Delco shop, so you've probably heard of that name before. It's a 100-plus-year-old company. It's owned by General Motors. It's a pretty strong company. I think they're doing okay.
Good quality parts.
Good quality parts, yeah.
Solid as a rock.
Yeah, and good. They back us up really well, as far as if anything ever needs a warranty or, on this roadside assistance program. So if you need it towed or a jump start or you lock your keys in your car or you run out of gas or anything like that, this takes care of you and it's no cost out of your pocket. So a lot of these things, I know other shops have something similar that probably
where you have to pay in advance or something like that.
Right, you have to pay and then you got to try to get reimbursed and sometimes they don't want to reimburse you for the whole thing. And so anyway,
this is much easier.
Much easier.
Just 1-800 and help's on the way.
1-800 AC Delco. The number's even easy to remember.
I agree.
So,
yep.
But anyway, we'll give you a little card too, and if we forget to give it to you, just ask us for it, or if you've been in.
Well, I put the number in my cell phone as a contact because I'm scared I'd leave the car in the glove box as I lock the keys in the car.
Leave the card in the glove box. Oh,
yeah,
card.
leave the card in the glove box as I lock my keys in the car,
right.
and then say, "Where's my little card with the phone number?" It's in the glove box.
It's in the glove box.
So I made a contact.
That's a good idea.
Is what I did in my phone.
Yep. Or you can get your car wrapped and just get the number put on the outside.
All over the outside of the car,
right? Service center.
Or have it etched into the fender. Something like that.
Remember when they used to do that? Remember when they used to do that to the glass? They would put your VIN number in the glass.
So I don't know if I remember.
If somebody stole your car and they would sell your glass, your VIN number would be in the.
Oh my goodness!
Glass.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
I'll see you in a bit.
All right, thanks. All right, we're back. Jim Weller here, and you're listening to and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva, okay? It's that simple. It's Weller Does Delmarva. And we're sitting right inside the Milford Diner. And I want to thank one of my sponsors, Dr. T, Dr. Bud. You've heard me talk about him a long time, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. So if you need a chiropractor, you want to get the kinks out, they will help you out. So anyway, you guys got to quit holding her up, all right? All right. Say, she's on duty. All right. So anyway, I just want to say that if you need a chiropractor, it's Peninsula Chiropractic Center, and it's Dr. T and Dr. Bud, and they're really good at what they do. I love dealing with them. So if you have a situation and you have tried a chiropractor, maybe didn't get the results you want, he can help you out. If you have never in your life been to a chiropractor, you will enjoy the experience. They accept most insurances. They're located outside of Seaford. It's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. 302-629-4344, and he'll do a good job for you. And please like his Facebook page if you would also. Now, my next guest is here, and I think we are going to get a picture real quick. Linda, are you ready? All right, Eric, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Jim?
Good. Now, what are we talking about today?
We'll probably talk about Crimestoppers and the Delaware State Police Museum. That's what we're talking about today. So.
Well, take it away. Tell me which one you want to hit first.
Let's do Crimestoppers first.
All right, Crimestoppers.
Yeah, I talked about the museum last time I was here, so we'll talk about the Crimestoppers first. Crimestoppers in Delaware. Do you know what Crimestoppers is?
No, you tell me. I know you can get paid to turn somebody in.
That's it. That's the question I'm going to ask people. Always ask, what do you know what Crimestoppers is? A lot of people don't know what we do and the service we provide to the community. Crimestoppers is a bridge between the public and the police.
Okay.
Say you have information on a crime. Let's say your neighbor's dealing drugs or your cousin stole a car. It happens. But getting involved can be problematic because it's your neighbor and your cousin.
Correct.
So you call us. We don't capture any information. We don't take a name.
It's
don't
anonymous.
take a phone number. Totally 100% anonymous. We pass that information on to the appropriate police department, whether it's Milford or Delaware State or anything like that. And they follow up on it. If it leads to an arrest, you get a reward.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that reward can be up to $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does Crimestoppers get the money to give the rewards?
We are a 501(c)(3).
People donate.
Donate, yeah. We're not a line item in a budget or anything like that.
Okay.
We get grant and aid like anybody else, but primarily donations and grants is how we get our money. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a great organization. It's something that in today's world you get the snitches get stitches mentality, and this really helps combat that.
Okay.
That it's the anonymous part of it is great.
Right.
And always when I first started here, what always amazed me is that 80% of the people who call in tips don't take the money.
Okay.
They just want the crime to stop.
Correct.
And
they just want justice.
They want justice. Yeah. They just want justice. They want their safer towns, communities, neighborhoods, and that's why they do it. It's not for hey, I need the money, which is we're more than happy to give the money. Don't get us wrong, but they want the crime to stop and justice in the communities.
How long's Crimestoppers been around?
This is our 40th year.
40 years.
We've been around for 40 years. Yeah, in Delaware, that is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Wow. Well, very good. So, how could somebody learn more? What if somebody was out there and said, I'd like to make a donation to this or something like that? Somebody, turned something in and it helped me or made my neighborhood better or something like that.
So to call in a tip, it's easy. It's 1-800-TIP TIP 3333. and you just go in there, call that tip, and it's anonymous. If you want to donate, you can go to our Facebook page, our web page, and our Facebook page, and there's information on donating there.
Okay.
So it's a great program. I'm happy to be part of it. I'm the deputy director there. I used to be on the board, and I became deputy director recently, so I'm happy to do that.
How long have you been involved?
I've been involved about 5 years now. So
very good,
give or take.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
what a good thing, you know.
It is.
What a good feeling.
It is. It's a good program. It's a program that anybody can get behind. Sometimes we have sometimes they defund the police mentality and stuff like that. This is not. This is supporting the community and the police. It's that bridge between the two, which we don't have a lot of.
I agree.
And that is that the information is going to go to the department. We actually give cards to troopers and officers, just business cards, because sometimes they'll be at some place and say, hey, I want to tell you something, but right now is not the right time.
Right.
Well, they can pull out this card and say, well, why don't you call this Crimestoppers? So it's something they can give them that helps them investigate. So
very good. What a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Crimestoppers. Check it out. Learn about it. Any volunteer positions? You need any help with anything?
We're always looking for new board members. So if you're interested in being on our board, we're looking for that. We have fundraisers throughout the year. We have a golf tournament we do in the in the summer, late summer, and then we're going to have a fundraiser early next year. We were going to do our 40th this year. A lot of other events are going on in all of our communities, so we're going to do our fundraiser early next year. So we're going to have probably a casino night, so it'll be kind of cool. So we're always looking for help, and anybody can help us. And just get the word out. You see a big van that says Crimestoppers up and down the highway. Make sure
take a picture and share it.
That's exactly it.
Responsibly. Don't do it while you're driving. In other words, Well, very good. Yeah. Now, what else did you want to talk about? Anything else? You want to hit the museum?
Yeah, we'll talk about the museum.
Delaware State Police Museum. It's up at headquarters, right?
Yes, right, yeah.
Is it the only one in Delaware?
Yeah, it's the only...
Right. There's no other museums, is what I meant.
Some departments have small displays inside their buildings, but we're the only kind of freestanding, and we're one of the better ones in the country. Not to sound biased, but I work there. Was my other job is I'm the operations manager at the State Police Museum.
Okay.
But we have 7 police cars. 3
in the building?
In the building. Well, one's outside. The other 6
Crown
inside.
Vic's out front?
Out front. That is the last Crown Vic.
Is it really?
It was donated to us earlier this year. That was the last Delaware State Police Crown Vic. And if you saw some pictures from the gala, the 100th anniversary gala, that was the one that was inside.
I didn't go to that gala, and I regret it.
Yeah, that was
I'm telling you, I messed up there that night.
That was a great event.
I was like, I just don't see me that dressed up, but man, I missed a good event.
It was a good event. It was a fun night, and it was a great way to celebrate the 100th anniversary and the accomplishment the DSP has done in the 100 years, and for the troopers and everybody to kind of celebrate themselves. It was kind of nice that way. They had a really good time. It was enjoyed by all. Like the colonel on down put on an excellent event. It was very much worthwhile, and we provided some items for the event. People don't realize we're not really part of the state police. We are
your own thing,
right? Just kind of the way we have to do stuff. So we partner with them. We're at headquarters, but we're our own entity. We don't get just kind of like Crimestoppers. We don't have a line in a budget. We are
Got to raise your own.
Raise our own.
Got to pay your way.
Got to pay our way. We had our fundraiser last night. We had over at the Delaware State Trooper Hall. We had a really good time last night.
Really?
Yeah, we had a fun. That was the museum's 25th anniversary.
Okay.
Because we were founded on the 75th anniversary of the state police, so we share a birthday with the state police.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So what's it cost to go through the museum?
It is free, 100% free.
So is it open to just people? Is it open to the public?
Yeah, it's open to the public. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4.
Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4.
We're closed today because last night we're recouping from last night.
Okay.
But yeah, we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 3, which is our 10 to 4.
Is there a Facebook page for the Delaware State Police
Facebook
Museum?
page, and that's a good page. We put a lot of fun stuff on there.
Okay.
You see some pictures you haven't seen from a while, or we
like that little Volkswagen.
Trooper Dan.
Right, but there's a couple versions of it now.
There's been 3 versions. So Trooper Dan served in the...
Is that the white one?
He retired, and he helps me at the museum.
Okay.
He served in the 70s and the 80s.
Okay.
And then he had a son named Sergeant Dan.
Okay.
Who served in the 90s and 2000s.
Which is a blue one.
No, that was another white one. That was Sergeant
really?
Dan.
Okay.
And currently we have Trooper Danny, and that's the blue one. And so it's father, son, and granddaughter.
There you go.
Served
All right.
the Trooper Dan family.
All right.
And you see Danny around doing parades and stuff like that. I think she's been in parade recently around here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Corporal Biggs drives them around. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Yeah, but the museum is great. It's 100% free. We have events. Our next event is tentatively, and I'll say tentatively because we're having some construction done in the building. December 9th, Santa Claus will be at the museum.
Okay.
So you can come take your picture with Santa Claus, get a little gift,
there. All right.
and enjoy. As you said, that will be on our Facebook page. We're having, kind of goes back to why we have a 501(c), why we're getting our doors replaced. So we got our money finally for that. So we're having doors. The building's 25 years old, so it needs a little upkeep.
Right.
So that's one of our major projects we just signing off on. So we're getting that done. But yeah, that's the maintenance of the building. The money goes to that.
These cars are inside the building?
They're inside, yeah. The other 6 cars are in the building. We have we have 3 motorcycles, and our oldest is a 1925 Harley.
Because it all started with a motorcycle.
Also, yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, when we first started, all we had was motorcycles.
Okay.
And our patrol route was northern part of the state to southern part of the state.
Okay.
Imagine in cold February, no Route 1, no Route 13. In the 1920s, very few paved roads. You're driving a motorcycle. It started with that. So we have a 1925 Harley, which is what we would have driven at the time. And then we have a 1941 Ford.
Okay.
A 1946 Ford.
Okay.
And a 1949 Ford. And
Have they always had a 4-door car?
No. You look at our cars, they are mainly 2 doors in the beginning.
Really?
And you put your suspect in the front seat.
Really?
Yeah, it's different. I always say policing has evolved.
I would say, yeah, because now there's a wall.
Yeah. Policing has evolved, and that's kind of what you see at the museum. You see the evolution of policing.
Yes, all under one roof.
You see the 100 years and how we've changed with equipment, or how we've changed with personnel or training and all that. You get to see that evolution.
Because in the beginning there wasn't even a radio.
No, it was more you drove down the road. They would drive and they would see flags in front of like post offices or gas stations.
Right, which meant stop. We have a complaint.
And you needed to get some information.
And it'd be one guy traveling from one end of the state to the other on a motorcycle.
In the winter, in February.
Right.
When it's cold and muddy and rainy.
That's like almost hard to even envision, isn't it?
Yeah, today it's all instant communication.
Right, because now they're upset if it takes 10 minutes for somebody to get there.
Exactly. And just the instant communication and information we have now compared to back in the day, it was a flag outside of a building. Now
and then they had to get the information from that person and then go to where the complaint was.
And it's just amazing how far things have come in 100 years. And you can see that, I said that evolution. I always love to use the word evolution of policing. And that's it. So then we have the 1940s cards. We have a 1973 Fury.
Okay.
We have a 1998 Crown Vic, which everybody's like, wow, that car.
Them Plymouth Furies always smelled like oil.
Yeah, it has. But I think that's a Plymouth Fury.
Oh, is that right?
I think it's a Plymouth back in the day. I think the cars in the 70s did. So. And then we have two other motorcycles. We have 82 Harley and a 2007 Harley, which is one of our newer ones. So we have a lot of great stuff.
Good job. Well, Eric, I'm going to encourage people to check out Crimestoppers and check out the Delaware State Police Museum.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
And thanks for coming, all right? I'm going to give you one of these. Don't mention it on air. I'm just going to give you that.
Thank you, sir.
All right?
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Have a great
care.
day.
Yep, see ya. Let us know whenever we can help, okay?
Yes, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Delaware State Museum. Take your kids, take your grandkids. This is what I got to do. I got to load up my grandkids and go to the museum. Hey, real quick, I want to talk about Fitzgerald's. Fitzgerald's, hey, Tracy, do me a favor. Pull that monitor a smidgen, not off the edge of the table. I just need to see that number. That's all. I got it now. I got it. All right, anyway, listen, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, where are they? They're in Lincoln City, Delaware, okay? They're right on the highway. In fact, I bet they've been there so long that they were there when it was called Lincoln City, okay? So anyway, Fitzgerald's Salvage and Recycling is like an icon in the community. They're right on the corner, good Christian family, good people. They do good things in our community, but more importantly, they're in business. So what do? They buy scrap metal. Okay, so what is scrap metal? Well, look out the back window of your house, and if your old refrigerator's still in the backyard, that's scrap metal. Or the gas grill that rusted through, that's scrap metal. So any kind of metal, they will buy it, load it up, even aluminum cans. Load it up, take it to Fitzgerald's in Lincoln, and they will buy it off of you, okay? All right, the other thing they do is they buy cars, like junk cars. Now, if you got a junk car, you might not easily be able to get that to Fitzgerald's. They will come get that. They will load it up, take it to Lincoln, and then they will pay you for it. So anyway, they buy junk cars, they buy scrap metal, and that's what they do. So then how do they make money? They make money by selling parts, okay? So they recycle that metal. Some of it they crush, some of it they melt, some of it they do all kinds of things, all right? But anyway, but they also sell a lot of used auto parts. So they might sell you a part for your car. Somebody's ran into your car, backed into it, something's rusted through. They may have the part you need, be a lot less expensive than a new part, and they might have it compared to having to wait forever and getting the wrong part. So they got parts. They got motors and transmissions and all kinds of things. So if you need a part for your car, Fitzgerald's can hook you up. They also sell crushed concrete. And people say, what an odd thing. Well, crushed concrete is recycled. So Fitzgerald's is all about friendly, environmentally friendly recycling of things, okay? They've done it for years. They did it before it was even a thing. I remember being a kid and seeing and going over and watching them crush cars. So a car would start out being 3-4 feet tall up to the roof. And when it was done, it was about 10 inches tall. It was flat, and it was as long as the car. And now they crunch them, and they make them cubes. It's amazing. They make them right into a cube you could put in the back of a pickup. So you could take an old pickup in there, and they can crunch it up, and it'd be so small you can put it in the back of your pickup. It's amazing what they do. So anyway, it's Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. They recycle. They sell crushed concrete. So if you're putting in a shed or you're going to build a building or something and you don't want to pour a concrete floor, or you do and you need some fill, that crushed concrete is some good fill too. Or you can just make a driveway out of it. So Fitzgerald's is on Route 113 in Lincoln. Their phone number is 302-422-7584. You should dial it in that order, 422-7584, fitzgeralds.us. And they do want to mention that they recycle cars, but only Jesus recycles people. Okay? All right. Now, I mentioned the Greenwood Mennonite School started with an all-you-can-eat breakfast. They tell me they've had a really good flow of people through there. But there's plenty of food. There's plenty of parking. Go to the Greenwood Mennonite School for breakfast today, 7 to 9. All-you-can-eat breakfast. If you say, Jim, I got to go, I got to grab it and go, you can grab it and go. Okay, they can fix you up with a takeout. Now, at 9 o'clock this morning, there's an auction. It starts at 9 o'clock. There is tons of stuff. There is silent auction items. There's hundreds of things going to be sold today at auction. All right, Dave Wilson is going to be the auctioneer, and it's a lot of fun. All right, I've seen a pound of scrapple or a package of scrapple bring $1,500 before. Okay, there's deer stands, there's trips, there's all kinds of things. There's some canopies. We donated some canopies. You can buy some advertising on a billboard there. So there's a lot of things going to be sold at auction. There's all kinds of baked goods and things like that. And there's just a lot of things that is going to be sold at by Dave Wilson at the Greenwood Mennonite School today. So I hope to see you there, all right? If you've ever wanted to really spend some money, do it today. If you want to just spend a little bit of money, it's a lot of fun. It's a great networking opportunity. I will see you at the Greenwood Mennonite School. I'm leaving here. I'll be there no later than 10, and I hope to see you. But there's food, there's lunch, there's breakfast, there's all kinds of things to buy. You could start. You know what I do? I buy a lot of stuff at this event because I want to help the school. And then I use it to give away at Weller's Christmas party is what I do. So anyway, and there's these things called class baskets. And that gets feisty, okay? Because you got either a parent or a grandparent, you know, because there are things like quilts where they put the kid's handprint on it, you know, in other words, when they were that age, and it's all their classmates and just all these really neat collectible type things. And then you got all these parents and grandparents bidding like crazy trying to buy it. So anyway, it's a lot of fun is what I'm saying, all right? The Greenwood Mennonite School Fall Festival Fall Auction is right now today. All right, Donnie Donovan is my power washing guy, and you say, well, how in the world are you happy with a power washing person? Well, Donnie Donovan is a guy that does a fantastic job. Everybody you hear advertise on this show are all people I deal with, okay? So there's a common thread. I'm not just selling them advertising. I'm supporting them. I'm encouraging you to deal with them because I trust them, I believe in them, and I like the work they do, okay? We live in a day and time where you can meet somebody and they come out and give you a price on power washing, and then they send their crew. And their crew don't give a crap about you, and they just got an attitude, and it's just a job to them. Donnie Donovan is a one-man band. He's the guy you're going to talk to. He's the guy that's going to do the work, okay? And that's what I like about these people is he really does a good job. He's very detail-oriented. very detail oriented. So if you got some power washing you need done, you got a roof that needs a soft wash, he can do that. Whether it's equipment, whether it's your sidewalk, whether it's pavers, whether it's your house, whether it's a big chicken house or the fans on a chicken house, whatever he can do to help you out, he does it. So his name is Donnie Donovan. It's Blue Wave Power Washing. Like his Facebook page. Look him up online or call him on the telephone. It's 302-853-0968. Dial it in that order, 302-853-0968. Thank you, Donnie Donovan, for your support of Weller Does Delmarva. Now, I mentioned Dave Wilson a minute ago, so I might as well go ahead and talk about Wilson's auction. Wilson's auction on Route 113 in Lincoln, okay? There's no question today is Saturday, and there's no question there's a lot of stuff being auctioned off today. So Wilson's auction starts at 10 o'clock this morning right there on Route 113 in Lincoln, and you can buy all kinds of stuff. Like, what's all kinds of stuff? All kinds of stuff. I mean, you can buy tools, you can buy exercise equipment, you can buy gold. I don't know about gold. You can buy jewelry, you can buy glassware, you can buy coins, you can buy appliances, you can buy furniture. There's a lot of stuff sold every Saturday on Route 113 in Lincoln at Wilson's auction to the highest bidder, okay? No buyer's premium, meaning whatever you bid is what you pay at Wilson's auction, okay? So anyway, and if you got a house full of stuff and you want to sell it, or a garage full and you want to make some room, Wednesday through Friday you could take stuff and drop it off at Wilson's auction in Lincoln, okay? So on Tuesday nights there's an auto auction too. So they got it going on, man. Buying or selling, whatever you want to do, check out wilsonsauction.com. They got some auctions coming up, and you can learn a lot at their website. Phone number 302-422-3454, 422-3454. All right, who's ready for some Chick-fil-A gift cards? Let's give away some Chick-fil-A gift cards. You get the phone number ready, 302-422-7336, okay? These are a gift card. They're for the number one meal. It's like a sandwich meal, or they're for the 8-count nugget meal, okay? They're free. I'm going to give you 2 for free. Here's what you got to do. You got to call me. I'm going to put your name on a list, and then you got to go to Weller's in Bridgeville and pick them up. Why is that? Because it's a ploy. I'm trying to get you in the store. So I go out and buy gift cards, and then I give them to you on this show, so you come in my store and pick them up. And while you're there, maybe you'll buy something. Maybe you'll see something that you can tell somebody about. So, or maybe you just get to meet my fine staff. All right? I got a great team there. Chuck, Mike, Jimmy, Rosa. Good people at Weller's in Bridgeville. All right? Anybody out there want 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A? Now's your chance. Pick up the phone. Pick up the telephone right now. The telephone. Okay? Not the TV changer. Pick up the telephone and call me. 302- What is the number? I forgot already. 302-422-7336. Is Snooky walking around taking an offering? Is he receiving an offering? Golly day. I know in church they say after somebody does a message for 20 minutes, they're almost legally obligated to receive an offering, in other words. And after 7 minutes, they say you're supposed to tell a joke. So anyway, Snooky's walking around taking an offering. You don't take them, you receive them. Is that right? You receive an offering. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. So if you're here, Snooky's walking the room. Anyway, with that said, I talked about Chick-fil-A. I did, didn't I? I got time for something else. Phone's not ringing, so it's up to you. 302-422-7336. The gentleman right there, would you like to have a word with me? No. Okay. Just checking. Would the lady with you like to talk? Nope. I don't want you to feel left out. That's all. All right. Well, we're glad you are here. Hey, I talked to this guy last night, Jerry Santoro, and he has some firewood evidently for sale. I said, send me a picture of it. I'd like to see this firewood. So he did. He sent me a picture of a fire, and then he sent me a picture of the firewood. So anyway, I just want to let you know, if you need firewood, Jerry Santoro is a sponsor of the show, and he sells firewood. He can deliver it, or you can pick it up. He also will he won't irrigate. He will winterize your irrigation system. Okay? He will winterize your irrigation system. So if you haven't done that yet, I'd be getting right on that, like today. So you give Jerry a call. He does lot clearing. He cuts down trees. He trims up trees. He does all kinds of things, okay? So his name is Jerry Santoro, all right? So if you want to plan who's going to cut your grass next year, give Jerry a call. So the phone number is 363-6025. 302-363-6025. Website, jlc-llc.com. Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. We're taking a break from Delaware 1059. Switch over to TV Delmarva right now. I don't want you to miss a thing. All right, here he is, Colin Wall Service Center.
Right, and stay right here on Fine Day 102.3.
That's right.
Stay right here.
Allowed to mention
anywhere.
that.
Got another 30 minutes left of the show, Jim.
I do. I thought I was done. Okay.
You're not done.
All right.
You're not done.
I got to leave fast today.
Oh, I do too. I'm going to leave right after this segment. That's how fast I'm going to leave.
Well, there you go. All right. So, Wall Service Center, downtown Milford, TV Delmarva, Fine Day Radio.
Fine Day Radio.
What are we talking about?
Well, we can talk about Fine Day Radio if you want.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that?
I want to talk about selling advertising.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to let people know that if you are listening, and maybe you've had a weird year. I've had a very weird year.
Okay.
Very weird year.
Yeah.
We're off a couple $1 million this year as far as sales. We're down 300 trailers this year. Just been a weird year. No, I'm not getting ready to start a GoFundMe or receive an offering, okay? I'm just telling you it's been a weird year. Mm-hmm. And if you own a business and you've had a weird year or you've had a fantastic year, whatever it may be, we want you to consider taking advantage of this advertising package. It's a silly one. $288, where people say, well, $288 a day is a lot of money. $288 a week is a lot of money.
Yeah.
$288 a month is peanuts. Okay? That's not a lot of money.
That's not.
Some people spend more than that on their TV and
radio
on their internet
definitely.
package.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity to help your business with a brand new audience. A lot of people, a lot of listeners on Fine Day Radio. So for $288, right now we're selling you 50 ads. Count them. 50, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40.
Right.
50 of them. And they're not 15-second ads. They're 30-second ads. Okay? And so for $288, you get 50 ads, and they're not even the overnight times.
No,
they're the prime times.
Prime time, yeah.
6A to 8P, 7 days a week. We're not even excluding the weekends. We're giving you all 7 days. We're not holding nothing back on you.
Right.
So $288 for 50 ads sounds like $5.76 an ad. That's plenty cheap.
It is.
Plenty cheap.
Yep.
I've done the math 40 times for people. They're like, are you sure that's all it is? Because they think it's a week. It's not $288 a week.
Oh, you've had people think it's a week.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you an example. You know, I buy an ad in the guide.
Yep.
Okay? Full page ad in the guide's $500 a week. So in other words, when you think about $288, you don't think it's for a month.
Right.
You think it's for a week. In other words, you know. And so it's not a week.
We can't let this go for long, though.
No, we can't. We're just doing it because I want to catch the people that have maybe had a weird year.
Right.
Okay, that maybe have had a weird year. Maybe they've had an unbelievable year, and they still want to advertise more. Okay.
Right.
So
is this going to be something like that you're going to get some people, and you're just going to be like, that's it. It's shut off. It's done.
Right. We're not looking for 20 people to buy this. Okay.
Right,
This is going to be just a handful of people. So if you're interested, just give me a call, 302-542-9157. I need to get you signed up real quick so we can get on with it. Okay.
Because this might end at any time.
This might end at noon today.
If you get it.
Right. I'm getting ready to go to an event where before this day is over, I'll probably physically talk to 200 people.
Right. Have a couple of these packages sold. And
and it'll be
it
over
could end
with.
by then.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know that, you know, this may be forever, and it may be for the next 2 or 3 hours. So I like talking prosperity. I like talking about business. I like seeing people make money.
Yeah.
Like if you ever want to make money, I could teach you how to make money. Well, let me rephrase that. I've learned how to make money. I don't know if I can teach
how you
it.
made money.
I can teach you how I made money.
Right.
I want to do a show someday. What would Jim do? And I want people to call me with your scenario. Not that I'm giving advice. Just I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was standing in your shoes.
If you only
with
had
that
a show from 10 to noon.
Right, that I could do that.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you could do that on.
Right. Well, anyway, I just want to say, folks, if you ever need about 3 more thoughts, this is what it's a terrible habit I have. You know it because you're around me a lot. In other words, you tell me what you're going through, and I immediately want to tell you another way of looking at it, okay? And some people, they're telling you what they're going through just because they want you to sympathize with them. They don't want to change anything.
They don't want to solve it because then they
don't
can't
want to solve
complain
it
about it anymore.
Right. They have found comfort in just telling you their scenario, in other words. Because I got people telling me the same story they told me 6 months ago. I got this problem, I got that problem.
6 years ago.
6 years ago even, in other words. But if you are alive and you want another opinion or a thought, I would gladly share with you what would I do in that scenario.
Yeah, and those are the kind of listeners we like, the ones that are alive.
Yeah. I just recently got in this little group, and they're like, real quick, somebody said, you should be leading this group. I'm like, no, I don't want to lead no group. In other words, but I'll give you my
just want to take
thoughts.
it over.
I'll just give you my thoughts. In other words, right? Yeah, I'll just take it over while I'm there. When I leave the room, I'll be going.
You can have it back.
Yeah, you can have it back. I don't want to lead this group. In other words,
chaos.
You're doing it
walk away.
right. Yep, you can do a good job.
Yeah.
You want to have a word before you leave? Yeah.
On the air. Yep.
Oh, okay, no problem.
No. Okay.
Just checking. Thought we could sell some hamburgers. All right. So anyway, other than that, that's my show. Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I can do anything for you, I like to help people. People that know me know I like to talk. They know I like to get involved and so on and so forth. Because that's the goal.
And I want to encourage you to download our app and to listen to us online.
Radio.
If you can't get us over the air, listen to us over the air there, and all that. So
you're leaving me.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Out. I am headed out. I got to go to Elkton actually today.
Okay.
Visiting Maria's grandfather. So.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
So,
well, have a good time,
See
Colin.
you. Thank you. Have a fine day.
All right. Have a fine day and a Weller night, everybody. All right. What else is going on? My goodness. Somebody from the Milford Diner is going to be joining me, I think. Nope, not at all. Stand down. Not today. All right. Well, then we will take Bonnie whenever she is ready. And let's talk about my accountant real quick. George Luff. So she got moved up on the schedule. That's pretty cool. So George Luff is my accountant. And people say, why do you have an accountant? Why not have one? After you get an IRS audit that's only 8 days long, you want one. So I like George Luff. Luff and Associates. I've been with him, my gosh, 25, 30 years, a long time. And so if you need an accountant and you need help with your tax-related things, or you filed an extension and you haven't done anything about it, because filing an extension is the beginning. You got to still do something. So he'll help you out. You need any kind of business thoughts or estate planning, or you have to settle an estate, anything tax, accounting related, okay? Luff and Associates can help you out. They got 3 locations, and they're very friendly, very knowledgeable. George Luff started the business. His son Tyler has now grown up, graduated college, and he's a CPA, and he's also taking care of things. So if you need any help, they can help you. They also do payroll. It's called Easy Payroll, Easy Payroll. So if you own a business and you're tired of doing your own payroll, that's where we got. My daughter, every time we went on vacation, she had to bring this great big printer and do payroll, and she's like, Dad, can I ever get out of this? Yep, we're letting Luff and Associates take care of it. So they help us with our payroll. It's called Easy Payroll. So if you need help with payroll, they can help you. If you need help with accounting or bookkeeping or whatever, they can help you. Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth, Luff and Associates, one phone number. You ready? 302-422-9699. That's 302-422-9699. It's LuffCPAs.com on the web. All right, are you ready for the picture? You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right, Bonnie, how you doing?
Doing good.
Are we going to talk about the same thing we talked about the other day?
We are.
The Delaware Agricultural Museum is in Dover.
Correct.
How long has it been there?
Since the 80s.
Has it really?
Yes, and it has come a long way.
It has.
Mm-hmm. We have
lots of stuff.
Very good. There's a 1890s village out back.
There's that old milk truck in there, too.
That milk truck is there. We're getting ready to redo the dairy exhibit.
Are you really?
And we're working with the Smithsonian. We're one of 6 museums that they've chosen to work with a new produce exhibit.
Really?
Yes. So there's a lot of interesting things going on.
There is, but I bet a lot of people cannot remember the day that there was a milkman that delivered milk to your door, right on your front porch. The little thing, the lid opens up.
That's right, little box.
You put your empty bottles in there and stuff like that. Wow.
Yep, I remember.
All right. So anyway, the Delaware Ag Museum has a lady named Bonnie who has a dream. What is your dream?
My dream, a lot of people, when you talk about the museum, they say, oh, where's that? Well, I'm like, it's right in the middle of Dover. So I needed some exposure. I am looking to raise up to $30,000.
I'd raise more.
I always try to. And we're going to be doing an electronic sign out front.
Message center.
So
I think it's a great idea.
We can advertise our events. People drive right past us because I think GPS takes them over to Dover Pools. So
that's true. I can see that happening.
We need a sign out there so people
Right,
understand.
turn here.
Yeah, exactly. Turn
Right.
here. So I'd like to have this done by the end of the year because
Okay.
our incredible museum director, Carolyn Claypool, is retiring. And she's
so we
leaving at
wanna
the
do
end
it
of the
before
year.
she
So I'd
goes.
like to kind of show that we can get things done and take care
So
of
we're
it.
here to raise money today.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yep. So
All right.
with that in mind, you could go to the museum if you're interested. That's
Okay.
it.
Just go and take a tour.
Take a tour, and you can donate money in person.
Okay.
You can mail them a check.
Okay.
They're at 866 North DuPont Highway.
Right there on the highway.
Right there on the highway.
Right in front of Home Depot if you don't know where they're at.
Yep.
Right next to the pool store.
Exactly.
Right.
Or you can go online to their website, Agricultural Museum, and go ahead and do / to donate.
Okay.
And just earmark it for the sign.
Sign.
Because we're always raising money for different parts of the museum, and they're very good about keeping that and going
Separate.
to where it's
Well, that's
supposed to
nice.
go. Yes.
That they don't just throw it all in one pot.
Yeah. Because we're a 501c3, so
Should
it's
be
a
tax
nonprofit.
deductible, yeah.
Yep. And
Okay.
so, we need to make sure that the monies we collect are
Goes where it
allocated
goes.
for that specifically.
That's a good idea. So
Yeah.
we're getting a new electronic sign at the Delaware Ag Museum.
Exactly.
And
I'm
Bonnie's
so
in a
excited.
hurry. She wants to wrap this up this weekend.
That's right.
So she'll take
I got
three $10,000 donors, please.
Well, I had some guests over for dinner last night, and by the end of the evening, I got a $1,000 donation.
there
out of
you
one of
go.
them.
Wow. And if you fed them dessert, you might have got 2,000.
That's right.
So anyway, well, that's good. Very
So
good.
thank you for having me here. And they're also doing, I don't know if we have a moment, but a farmer's Christmas.
Oh yeah,
So
when's that start?
It starts in November, the November 25th, Saturday.
Okay.
They're doing it again November 9th, and then December 9th, I'm sorry, and December 16th. So it's 3 weekends.
Where you go outside and look around.
You can go to the village. The whole village will be decorated, each building.
Mm-hmm.
We have sponsors for that, and then we have a decorating contest. The inside, they're already pulling out their Christmas trees and decorating them inside.
Okay.
We'll have games for the kids. They'll have Santa. They'll have s'mores and a wood barrel out back. The
Wow.
blacksmith shop is usually up and running.
Oh, where they're heating up
Yeah.
metal and banging
That's
on
right.
it.
They'll make
Okay.
little nails and
Yeah.
everything. Yes, it's very pretty. It's very interesting. It's very relaxing, and you
Mm-hmm.
get to learn a lot about history.
I agree. And then, isn't there a room there you can rent for events
Yes.
too, if you want?
They
I
have-
went to a meeting recently up there.
Well, and the neat thing is we've got a big event space. There's different size rooms.
Okay.
And we're putting in sound panels now because
Okay.
there was a lot of echo in the room. So anybody that's been there before
was that
wasn't happy
after I
with
was
it.
there?
We're doing it in the next couple of weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's making a huge difference
bet it will.
on that space. And we're always looking for volunteers
To just physically help out.
help out. They've got
Like, could I
school
greet
tours.
people and show them around? And
Well, and we have school tours, so they're actually bringing school
Oh,
children
okay.
in. And I'm going up there, and they're doing what they call then and now. So like we've got
Okay.
the log cabin, so we show the kids how they used to wash their clothes, how they used
No
to cook
water
their
in the
food.
house.
You know, they had to go hunt. So how they had light because they just had candles and lanterns. So it's neat. The kids are really into it. So
Yeah,
we're
I
always
bet
looking
so.
for volunteers on that.
because they probably never envisioned anybody even lived this way.
No, oh no, they have no idea, none at all.
That's something. Wow.
Yeah, so it's an interesting place. Delaware Electric Co-op did some money for, and then the lights came on. So it talked about how rural Delaware benefited.
I think
from
farmers
electricity.
used to put up the telephone poles in the
I think
beginning
so.
days.
They have that
Yeah.
whole story there
Yep.
and everything.
In other words,
yep.
yep.
And they
You
have
want electricity? You put
Yep.
the poles up.
exactly, and they have narratives from farmers that
Okay.
lived back then to explain how it changed their lives.
Speaking of the Delaware Electric Co-op,
Yes,
do you know Rob Book?
I do. How's-
He may get a heart today.
Sweet. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yep. Maybe by noon.
Wow. I was
Yep.
wondering. I hadn't seen any updates anywhere.
Yep.
That's
Well,
incredible.
I guess-
He's such a sweet guy.
Oh, he is. He is. And so for those that don't know what we're talking about Rob Book. I don't know what the word is. He's the main man at the Delaware Electric
like
Co-op.
CEO or whatever.
Yep. Just celebrated his 53rd birthday, and he needs a heart transplant. He's up at the University of Pennsylvania. And I was informed yesterday that there is a chance he will receive a heart today. Yeah, because
awesome.
it's amazing. And up there, it's an amazing facility when you go. There are people that are there until they get a heart. It's just, and I want to encourage you, if you've never thought about being an organ donor, it really does make a difference. In other words, I mean, it is something you can do to leave something beyond your death to make a difference, in other words. So consider that today if you would, but be praying for Rob Book, his family, the family of whoever lost a loved one that is donating the heart. In other words, it's not an easy thing
to go through.
So
that's incredible.
Yeah,
I love it.
but from what I understand, I believe it's going to happen today.
Nice.
He tells me that he may be home within like 6 weeks of receiving a heart transplant.
Wow.
It's just the technology and what they do and stuff is just amazing to me. So,
well, it's definitely a person well deserved.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So anyway, the Delaware Ag Museum, I've been there. It's a really nice place. They even have a little gift store with some neat little things there, too. I think my wife bought some things to give to people as gifts. There were just some unique little things. I don't remember what they were, but they were unique. I know that.
And they've revamped all of that.
Okay.
The lobby's been redone. So they've been very, very busy up there. So if you've been there before, say anywhere earlier than 5 years ago, come again because it's all changed.
Yeah.
It's all completely different.
Get involved. Get involved.
Volunteers. We need
volunteers. Yep. Make a donation. Do something. All right.
All right. I want some money.
Can I keep that?
You can keep that.
I'll keep whatever you want to leave.
You can have that.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that it?
There was a picture of my sign.
Okay. Very good. It's going to be on both sides?
I believe so.
Okay.
That question was asked last night.
I want to say this. I've bought a lot of these signs in my life.
Mm-hmm.
First one I bought was maybe $50,000, $60,000. Seemed like a lot of money. It freaked me out. It wasn't 5 days after I put it up, I wished it was bigger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So just keep that in mind as you're doing this, because once you put it up, it's going to be up for years.
Oh, yeah.
So
it'll be perfect.
I just want to encourage you, keep raising money so maybe you could even buy a bigger one.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you
for all your help, okay? You're doing a great job. Hank,
thank you.
good morning.
Yeah, he's over there.
He's
having
well
breakfast.
behaved.
He's quiet this morning.
All right. He's tired.
Okay,
all right. See ya. Bye. All right, everybody. So we are sitting here inside the Milford Diner. No, correct? Okay. All right. So with that said, I want to remind everybody it's daylight savings. Daylight savings ends, I guess. It's not daylight savings time. It ends. You turn back your clocks. Would you like to join me on the show, young lady? Come right on over here for just a minute or two. We'll chit-chat with you, okay? Here she comes. I knew it was going to happen. We're going to talk about things. Come around this way. Take your time. There's no rush. We're here for you. And we're pulling people out of the audience. So just have a seat. I can tell she's a smidgen nervous. Talk right into that microphone.
Okay.
All right. And are you from around here?
I live in Seaford.
Seaford. And what brought you to Milford this morning?
I come to see you.
No way.
I did. My daughter and I said, I've been watching you on Channel 14, one of the
Channel 14, TV Delmarva.
We just wanted to come and see how you operated here.
How am I operating? What do you think?
Very good.
Do I seem as silly in person as I sound on the radio?
You're great.
Anyway, so have you ever been to the Milford Diner?
Yes.
Okay.
When my husband was living, we used to come here a lot.
Okay. What is your name?
Violet Moore.
Violet Moore. Okay. And did you have a career in your day? In other words, what did you do for a living?
Home health care.
Home health care. Well, that's a very needed thing.
I love it. I love it.
And this is your daughter with you?
That's
no,
my daughter.
I can't see
Christina.
her, but anyway. Okay, Christina. All right, and we're going to take a picture. Do you mind if we take a picture?
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right. Well, thank you for coming. I feel honored that you did. Yeah. Can I give you a couple gifts while you're here?
Of course.
All right, I didn't know. I didn't want to offend you. Okay?
No.
This is a refrigerator magnet.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Vanderwende's ice cream?
Oh, yes, I like it.
Okay, well, there's 2 gift cards to Vanderwende's.
Oh, thank you.
Now, have you ever been to Chick-fil-A?
I have.
Would you go again?
I would.
All right, well, here's 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A.
Thank you.
How's that?
Have a happy day and keep
Have
safe.
a happy day. See you. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. She came from Seaford just to see if everything was real, okay? So this show is real. It's made from scratch. Are you changed your mind yet? He's going to go. Get on down here. I got 5 minutes left. Come on and do it. Don't be shy. You'll regret it. Here he comes. Hank, how you doing, buddy? Good. That way. Got to come that way. He's going to walk right in front of all the cameras. We blocked him. See you. Take care. Thanks for coming. All right, so we've snagged another gentleman. See you, Hank. All right, we're going to take a picture first, if you don't mind, right here. All right, what is your name?
My name is Ron Harris.
Ron, and what brought you to the Milford Diner this morning?
Well, my wife works a lot.
Okay.
We don't have a chance to actually get together a whole lot.
Okay.
So when we do, I like to take her out to breakfast.
This is very nice. Do you come to the diner often?
Used to come all the time.
Really?
Then it closed up, and when it reopened, we started coming back.
All right.
So,
they have had their share
food.
of. They're getting ready to celebrate their 5-year anniversary here pretty soon. So, how's your morning been? Have we interrupted your breakfast?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's been great. I'm glad to be here.
Have you ever heard of this show before?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got some of my friends. Matter of fact, that day advertised with you, Rick Fowler. No nonsense.
Oh, Rick Fowler, no
Rick
nonsense.
and Debbie, great people.
Yes, they are.
They are wonderful.
How do you know them?
I was a UPS driver for 33 years.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've met a lot of wonderful people, a lot of wonderful businesses, and they give a lot back to the community.
They do. They do. Well, thank you.
So,
do you mind if we give you a couple gift cards?
no, sure.
Would it offend you?
No, sir.
No. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. You know, this first of all, don't mention that name, but that's something new we got going on. Okay. And then here is. Have you heard of Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A.
You do.
Yes, sir.
What do you love about Chick-fil-A?
The food and the service. It's spot on.
I know people that go to Chick-fil-A when they're having a bad day. Just to have that experience of somebody treating you halfway decent. You know what I mean? How may we serve you, and just the niceness of the environment. It's amazing. I know a handful of people that do that. How about Vanderwende? You ever been there?
Been to Vanderwende.
Okay.
Awesome ice
All right.
cream. Great
Well,
people.
good. I had gift cards for a free trailer at Weller's, but
Hey, look,
I'm out of them.
Jim, I came down and bought a trailer from
Oh, did you?
2 years ago.
How'd
Sure
that
did.
go?
Love it. Fun.
Good.
Great service.
All right. Well,
Great
good.
service.
Well, thanks a
I
lot.
appreciate it.
And what are you doing with your time now?
I work for a nonprofit.
Okay. What is it? Or you don't want to talk about it?
I can't talk about
Oh,
that.
okay. All right. No problem.
But we deal a lot with the Milford community.
Okay.
We deal with Colin.
Okay.
Great service. They do an awesome job for us. And
thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Great people.
Well, there you go. Thank you much.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for
Appreciate it very
joining
much.
me.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
get her next week. Is that right? Okay. All right. So anyway, we're sitting here right inside. Yeah, what'd you say? He'll sit somewhere else or eat somewhere else? I don't want to run him off if I can help it. If I can help it. But anyway, so, hey, people say, what is this show about? Let me try to explain it as best I can, okay? I woke up one day and I wanted to be on the radio like Dan Gaffney. I've always admired Dan Gaffney. In other words, he does so much for our community. He's a talk show host. Everybody kind of knows who he is and so on. Been doing it for 30-some years. I've probably been doing a call-in with Dan Gaffney for 20 or 25 years every day, all right? And so I wanted to have my own show. In other words, and radio station was like, no, not really. But then I said, well, I'll pay you for the show. And then they said, well, okay, well, then we'll do that. So I buy the time. So people say, well, do you work for anybody? Nope, I don't work for anybody. I work for you, the consumer. In other words, that's who I work for. So anyway, I just want to say, so I bought the time. It started out, the show was an hour long, okay? And in the beginning, it was on Delaware 105.9. Then I said, can I buy 2 hours? So now I buy 2 hours of time, okay? And then my friend Colin Walls has started a TV station called TV Delmarva. And we're also on TV Delmarva. And then there's some other things that are coming along that we're also, part of. We're also on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. And we're also live. So people pay us to be here to broadcast live. Why do they do it? Because we are filling this room with people that are buying breakfast and things like that. So if you're out there, and you ever want to host this show after the first of the year, I don't know if I'm going to continue here or what we're doing. We stay somewhere so long, and then we decide what we're doing next. So in other words, and the Milford Diner has been very gracious to us and a great place to be. But next year, I'm not sure where we're actually going to be. So if you're listening or you're watching and you own a restaurant or you have a restaurant restaurant and you want to start serving breakfast on Saturday, we are open to conversation, okay? So I don't know exactly what the future holds for me, but I do know who holds the future. So with that said, I am doing this show, and so people say, well, how do you fund this show? In other words, how do you make money doing this show? Well, here's how I make money doing the show, okay? And some days we don't make money because I've got myself that's here. There is 6 people here on a Saturday that kind of help out a little bit. Some are volunteers, some get paid. Then there's also people through the week that line up guests. So it takes quite a few people to make this show happen. And I'm grateful for each and every one of them. There's not one of them that I could do without. In other words, so even if she has an operation, I still need her to come every week. But anyway, she's not even listening to me. But anyway, so I'm just saying that this is a show, Weller Does Delmarva. If you ever want to be on the show, we sell 10-minute segments of advertising. That's exactly what we do, okay? So we would sell you 10 minutes a time. You would come on, you would talk about your business. It's recorded, it's saved, it's stored on Facebook. So that, and then we boost the show next week. So that's what all of the people that are on this show or any of my advertisers love. This is advertising like you cannot buy anywhere else. First of all, it's me. But secondly, I have a very responsive, loyal, 10-year audience. But on top of that, we keep the show. And then we spend money next week boosting the show, okay? Telling more people about the show after the fact. So if you ever want to buy advertising that is more than one ad, that is multiple ads and multiple times getting played, this is the show for you, okay? If you ever want to be on, we're booking into January, almost February, so keep that in mind. Don't just think we can do something right away. We're not that good. We like to stay scheduled. So love to help you advertise your business. Love to help you, move forward and introduce you to my audience, if you would. I see 3 gentlemen have arrived. Would any one of you like to join me for a minute live on radio and on TV? No, sir. If you got a business, you can put in a free plug for your business. It's up to you. All right. Well, no problem. We'll leave you be. All right, thank you. So anyway, so we're sitting inside the Milford Diner. We're heckling everybody that walks in. This is a live weekly show, and people say, well, I don't even know how you talk so long. I don't know how I talk so long. The show used to be 3 hours long, okay? So, but my bladder forced me to shorten the show to 2 hours, okay? Because we never take a break. We never stop talking for 2 hours. And so we're going to get a word meter after the first of the year, and we're going to count how many words are said during the show in 2 hours, and then we're going to make it a contest is what we're going to do. And then we're going to give you a free cruise or a trip to nowhere after we get this contest all designed, okay? I met somebody the other day, took one of them cruises to nowhere and loved it. It was like the best 3 days of his life. He went nowhere but on a cruise ship. So with that said, thank you everybody for watching the show. Now we're going to do something very unique. We're going to open up the phone lines, okay? We're going to open up the phone lines. I would like to ask if you have received a free gift in the past week or two, give somebody else a break to call in, okay? This is going to be a unique package. Are you ready? It is going to be for an entrance mat. You've heard me talk about them. This is something you would put in front of your door. It's an entrance mat. It's worth about $13, $14. I'm going to give you one Chick-fil-A gift card. I'm going to give you one Vanderwende's gift card. And I'm going to give you one keychain, all right? Now, if you would like a free keychain, if you would like a free Vanderwende's gift card, if you would like a free Chick-fil-A gift card, and if you would like one entrance mat for free, you get all 4 of those things. You call me right this minute, as fast as you can, one after another. If you call and I don't answer, hang up and call right back. 302-422-7336. If you would like those 4 items for free, call me right now. You'll pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday. Holy mackerel, I didn't know it was 8:57. All right, so if you want that, call me right now. If not, I'm just going to keep talking to you about the Greenwood Mennonite Schools fall fundraiser, which happens to be when? Today. I'm going to try to find my little paper that tells me some of the auction items. Now, listen to this. They are going to have a Beretta A300 Ultima 20-gauge, 28-inch shotgun. They're going to sell that at auction, okay? All right. You know, that reminds me. A couple years ago, I bought a gun at auction, and I have forgot to go get that thing. All right, a fundraiser auction. The guy said, no rush. I ain't got around to it. All right, so anyway, there's going to be 20 bushels of hand-picked, hand-shucked corn. There's going to be household items, handmade quilts. There's going to be a dump trailer load of oak firewood. I presume that means delivered, okay? A wooden ship playset, like a big, I think Byler's donated that, a big playset for your backyard, okay? It looks like a big wooden ship. There's going to be a crabbing day trip. There's a seafood dinner for 8 people. There's 50 radio ads on a local radio station. There's going to be some homemade desserts, a beach house rental. There's going to be a Ruger bolt-action 22-inch rifle, a .450 Bushmaster. There's going to be 40-pound boxes of chicken breasts. I can't even read it all. It's today, starting at 9 o'clock. I'll be there by 10 o'clock. It's a live auction with Dave Wilson. There's hundreds of items. There's a silent auction, too, at the Greenwood Mennonite School today. Be there. I will see you there. The show is over. Thank you. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Goodbye. All right, what is next? I'm in the last minute of TV Delmarva, okay? So if you're listening and watching on TV Delmarva, thank you very much. If you want to ever advertise, get up with us and we'll hook you up. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.